I don't have money to be filing lawsuits against every single person who restreams me or steals my content. Good news is I also don't care because I'm doing so well for myself. I have a great positive following. I get people who support all my content. Why would I care that they do that? I'll be successful every single day that I want to. No, they're not affecting me at all. Someone just asked. Someone brought it up, so I respond. I don't have money to be filing lawsuits against every single person who restreams me or steals my content. It's too frivolous, it's too time-consuming, and it's too expensive. That's number one. I'll be successful every single day that I want to. Good news is I also don't care because I'm doing so well.
Welcome, knuckle-dragging, mouth-drooling detractors. It will be, I believe, a very post-marathon copy kind of day. Poll came in with 100% that he'd absolutely mention daylight savings time. Might even blame it for maybe people not showing up or, whatever. So we'll see how that goes. But in case you've been out of the Snortex, worst marathon this guy ever did for more than one reason. No DSP tries it, just some crappy eating. Who wants to watch that anyway? He was terrible at the games. He rage quit most of them. So I'm supposed to be 20 minutes late. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll fuck off. I'll come back. So anyway, if you haven't checked out my videos or anybody else's, what we're going to look at here today is a Snort Burnellington clip that is going to just give us a little recap, but of course with some very, very funny editing. So big ups to Snort Burnell. Let's watch together.
What the heck? A pig with a party hat. Hello, Mr. Piggy. Ziggy Piggy. Save the pig, the game. The whole game you're trying to save the pig's life. Help!
Someone says my arm looks small. Okay. My arm looks small, huh? You see, when it's actually a real camera angle, you can see I don't have small arms. It's just that you're looking from a top-down perspective, okay? Yes, I do work out. That's my real arm. And you're seeing it live on camera. Now kiss it. Kiss that muscle right there. Okay, bitch boy? Kiss it. Clearly AI-generated muscles, of course, yes. Clearly, but you see, this is the perspective. This is a top-down camera. It makes everything look skinny. So my arms look much smaller here because the top down, my head is closer to the camera than my arm. If I move my arm closer to the camera, now it looks bigger. I gotta see, but that's the problem.
Poor guy flexing so hard. You could see the tension through his neck and his face, trying to flex so hard to make that muscle like not so pathetic.
It's the perspective. And then people say you have noodle arms. Like, no, I don't, stupid.
It's very salty. Oh, that's very salty.
That's correct. I would never, ever, under any circumstances, I would never flex on stream. Never would I do such a thing. See, even this arm looks small when it's that perspective. But then when you bring it to the front, the actual size, see? It's all about perspective.
It's not. Either you got it or you don't, honey. And you don't. I'm sorry.
And then people sit here like they're morons. Oh, his tiny noodle arm. No, you're retarded. You don't understand how a fucking camera works. You're like 5 years old.
Oh my god, he's drinking gin. Gin is great.
Oh, I don't take down anyone's videos. I don't even know what you're talking about. He says, is it true you took down Duty's vid for his thumbnail? No, I don't even know what you're talking about. I have not watched a Duty vid since fall 2024.
X to gout. Absolute X to gout. Bazino, thanks for the 5. I appreciate you. Recently started a Resident Evil timeline. Other than the mainline games, should I play Revelations? I started the first one, because I think there's 2. I started the first one. I don't think I ever finished it. I wish I could tell you why. I can't. Because like I say, I think there are 2. Hey, give the first one a shot. They're probably pretty cheap, especially Revelations. It's been out for a minute. You can pick it up. Here's the thing. If it's a few bucks, give it a shot. And if you don't like it, it's like, that's okay. You can skip that one. It doesn't mean anything. I don't often hear, Revelations up on the, the upper tiers of the, of the Resident Evil games. But like, I think give it a shot.
And like I said, I've seen some thumbnails of his vids randomly on YouTube. I told you about the one last year. It was like me flushing down something about flushing down a toilet or something. I don't know. But no, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm never involved in any of that crap. I don't have time for it. I'm a busy dude making positive content. I don't take down other people's videos or nothing. So if that happens.
When I woke up yesterday morning, it was 5 a.m. his time, and he was on WWE Champions at 5 a.m. yesterday morning. 5 a.m. his time. Just throwing that out there.
Once again, it's a case of the trolls striking the trolls to try to cause drama within the troll community. It's not me.
Sure.
Oh no. Oh, what the fuck?
Let's get some super chats, some memberships, some subs, some kicks, and some tips right now. I'm gonna go grab a cut water, be right back, and then we're.
Well, let's see. It's 2:25 here where I live, so 11:25 where he lives. For shits and giggles, let me. It's so great. You don't have to make an account or anything. You can just go there, and you can search for his name. Let's see when he was last active. Give me a second here for it to update.
We're gonna right back, and then we're gonna play whatever you guys are voting on right now. So when I come back, let's do some shout-outs, okay? All right, be right back.
Upscaled N64 graphics. Doodaloo, doodaloo, doodaloo. Here we are. Oh.
Is he live yet? Because it says last active 1 minute ago.
Oh my. What the fuck? How do you play this? This is insane. What the fuck? What is going on? How do you play this shit? Whoa! How do I fire my gun?
Nope, he is not live yet.
What the fucking shit? How do I fire?
Oh yeah,
No,
this is
he did a front
GoldenEye. This
roll.
is sad.
He did a frontal roll. How do you play? Hold R to aim, use Z to fire? What the fuck is Z? There's a Z button on here? .007 died in the parking lot.
And it was funny when I checked and it said that 5 a.m. his time he was live. The first time I checked it, it said active 3 hours ago, which would have made it 2 a.m. his time. And then it started going off again at 5 a.m. It's not really correct time-wise. I still think it's pretty telling, you know, that he's still using it and using it frequently.
Fuck you. You suck.
How the fuck do I fire? It's not the trigger. It's
Oh,
left
watching this
trigger.
was so sad.
Why is it left trigger to fire? What the? Five fucking ball shots. 5 ball shots. Amazing, James. You're getting shot from behind. Oh!
Oh, I agree. He's playing it every day.
Oh my god, he's drinking piss. Super chat, membership, kick, so,
Snorper now really does just great videos. Great, absolutely great editing.
tips. And everything will have a retro-themed animation today. Please support the stream. If you like retro games and you're having a good time, we're going to be here for a long time today enjoying the retro stuff.
Yeah, you have to do it way early. Oh my god. Oh. 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 Now I'm all flaccid. Oh no.
I just couldn't hard. I just couldn't get hard when it matters. Great game. Let's try again. Mr. Wet Noodle. If
It's so good. Oh my God.
you guys get me to $200 of support.
He did this several times. Get me to 200, get me to 300. The whole thing just fell apart. And I think after, 4, 5, 6 hours of streaming, I think that he knew how bad it was going to
Right
be.
now, I'll take a shot of this peppermint liquor from Christmas. There you go. Get me to $200 right now, and I'll take a shot of this immediately.
Good to see you, man. NDO just gifted 20 memberships.
Yeah, but I think he was the only one who really showed up and showed out. Demi-Fiend, thanks for being a member, honey, for 4 months. I appreciate you. Dude ruins everything he touches. Side note, can't wait to play RE9 after I get my paycheck. Thanks for the content. Well, I am glad that you are here, and you're going to love RE9.
Oh, my God.
You don't have to democratic vote. We can do, I'll do you one better than 1.25. We can go 1.5 speed. That's no problem. He's much more tolerable this way anyway. I think Battletoads was I've got my list somewhere. I think it was the 4th game that he played. Clown mode had long worn off. Double Dragon and 007 was just ha ha, all that high pitched yucky laughing that he does, and it very just showing his ass and clown mode. And then as we got further and further into the games, you started seeing faces like this and just these long stretches of silence.
No matter, I have no health. I die after we restart.
There were times at the end when he was playing Ninja Gaiden, which was the last game that he played, it was silence until he died or had some kind of complaint. And I would sit there and I would actually time it. He'd be absolutely silent for 30, 40 seconds. There was one time where he was silent for over a minute just playing. And then something happened. He got shit on or whatever. And he only started talking to complain. And it was to the point where he was barely, there were no words. Just, he just looked he looked done. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I'm a gamer.
Big up, Stride J. How you doing, honey?
Okay. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-boo.
Oh yeah, he did save scum everything too. It was just the saddest marathon ever. He made $343. I think someone said that after the fees and everything come out, I think it was $200 that he made.
Whoa! I don't know if I can get past this today. We'll see. All right.
I'm not sure. I'm gonna keep an eye
I did it
on
right. I
Rocco.
don't even understand. I'm gonna create a suspend point. It's stupid. I did it right. Can't land
Okay, he has decided to show up. He is there,
on
so.
the fucking platform that's right in front of me. Can't land on the fucking platform that's right in front of me. I give up. That's it. I'm serious. The game, the problem is they're trying to emulate classic games. It's delayed.
Incredibly unobservant, very slow to react, and I have no excuse for it. I have absolutely no excuse for it. I'm just bad.
Dude, the game is fucking retarded. It doesn't work. I'm about to get, this is ridiculous.
I landed directly on the center of the fucking platform and it's still counted as a death. I'm done with this. This is fucking stupid. Are you out of your mind? I landed directly on the platform. So, that's Battletoads. That's why everyone says it's one of the worst games ever. Oh.
It's not worse. It's just difficult. Difficult doesn't mean bad, honey.
It is so salty.
It would be great to get more kick support today in general. Here's the deal, and I told you guys this over the last many marathons, right? To me now, a marathon is just a day that we do something that's themed and fun. This is not a fundraiser. Can I make it abundantly clear? This is not a special fundraising stream at all. This is just a day to have fun and break up the schedule and do something special.
It's hard to say that when you know that like 20 minutes later, you're going to hear things like, come on, get me to $300 and I'll take this shot. Come on, get me to $300 and I'll take this drink. That sounds fundraising. That sounds goal-oriented fundraising. If you hit this goal, if you hit this mark that I want you to hit, then this happens.
Excuse me. In previous marathons, like years ago, it was. Because years ago, you know, in general, my normal streams didn't do very well. To be honest, they just didn't. You know, they did okay. And it would be rare to do really well on a normal stream. So when I did a marathon, it would be like, hey, this...
By his standards, a lot of his streams are not doing well. I don't even think I think he got like just shy of $90 for the final of RE9. The final of like the hottest fucking game right now. Like all anyone's talking about. Couldn't even get $100 for him. That's bad. That's awful. That sucks.
This is the time. If you really like my content, come out and support it. Let's hit milestones, and I'll drink for the milestone. And then we'll do special dances and animations. We'll put on vests. We'll put on shit. Let's go. It's not like that anymore. I'm good. Like, I'm doing well all the time.
Please cut to him immediately saying, for $300, I'll drink this alcohol, please.
During my normal content and streams, just this week alone, because of Resident Evil, I made, like, extra on top of what I normally would. I'm good. So when I do a marathon, it's just chilling. It's just relaxed. Let's play classic games.
Then what you begging so hard for? I counted 16 begs, and those were just the ones that I just so happened to see, either through other people clipping parts of this or what I actually saw and was able to count myself when I was doing some research and taking some notes for the videos that I put out yesterday. Like, what are you talking about, dude?
Let's have a few drinks. Let's have some food. You know, I'm not even recording this right now. I don't need to. But I'm going to record...
Oh, an unrecorded begment? Okay.
For this one, I'm just eating some Mediterranean food. Big deal, right?
Well, you know what they say. You heard the saying, spread the cheeks, money for weeks.
Like, who cares?
Ew, gross.
So I don't care about it anymore. And these idiots come by and say, oh, you didn't make $1,000 on this marathon. Well, first of all, it's 4:30. I'm streaming for another 5 hours, okay? So I'm about maybe roughly halfway through the marathon, okay? I'm not looking to raise it.
And as you can see, at halfway through the marathon, if you look in the upper left there, $237.
$1,000. I don't have any goals at all, right? But who cares? These people are so desperate to try to get the W on me when there's no W to be had. I'm the one who does what he loves for a living.
You give everybody a W. Like, you've allowed quite a few people. Like, the amount of just like fat fucking L's you have taken. Not only do you take the L's, you hand out W's.
I'm the one who's happy, healthy.
I didn't know whether to put dented pig or wimpy pig, so I went with wimpy pig. I figure since he was flexing like a douchebag.
You know, doing well. You're the one who hates on me because you're a miserable wretch. Like, there's no win to have here. You know, like, I don't care. I'm only saying this because this guy has spammed my chat like with 20 accounts now in a row, and his name is like, oh, you're not raising $1,000 on the marathon. I'm not looking to. I don't have to.
But come on, I mean, that's obviously what you want. It's really transparent. Even you talking about it now. I'm fine. I'm good. Obviously, you're not. David, thanks for becoming a member, honey. I appreciate you. Big ups.
You know, if anyone supports the marathon, thank you. That's amazing. I hope you're enjoying retro stuff. I'm having a good time with it. You asked for it. I'm giving you what you wanted. It breaks up the content of doing Resident Evil all week.
No one asked for this.
It's great. Who cares about the level of support? Do you hear me complaining?
I need help now. But, I mean, how many times can I yell help before people are like, enough is enough?
I'm good. Yes, I would like support, but I'm not going to sit here and bother talking about it all day. What it is they're so angry because that was their shtick. Phil always just asks for support. He has goals. That's all he cares about. So now I don't have goals. I'm not constantly asking for support anymore. Everything's good. They can't take it. So they just say it anyway. It's not true, right?
Stop it. Get some help.
Come on, guys. Let's get some support for old school Soul Calibur 2.
What you need support for, though? You just said everything was so great.
He did an unblockable, and then he hit a move I couldn't roll out of. I was trying to roll. It still hit me anyway. Great. Fight. I whiffed. Oh my god, everything he's doing is counter hit. Nothing I can do. Everything is a counter hit. Fight.
He'll probably recover pretty good for his birthday, I would expect. I don't think he'll get the like 2K that he made last year on the birthday marathon, but it'll probably be pretty good.
Okay, you think he does enough damage?
I'm the worst gamer on the planet.
All right, I'm going to start drinking this White Russian. I told you guys I wanted $300. You're not complying. I want the white Russian. I'm drinking. I don't care.
I told you I wanted $300. You're not complying. But remember, you don't have to give anything if you don't want to. Just hang out and enjoy the chill vibes, which he's way too fucking old to be saying.
Oh, it smells good. It smells good.
Oh my God, he's drinking Tyrone sperm.
Yeah, he played F-Zero and then said he was bored.
Great. I don't get it. If the game explains nothing, how will you learn how to play it?
Oh my God, he's drinking toxic toilet juice.
I noticed that Jai Hayes, or whatever the hell his name was, I noticed that he was decidedly absent from the marathon, as far as I understand. I didn't see him, and he didn't give any money either, so that fell by the wayside awful quick.
I don't get it. I don't even get the appeal of the game. What's interesting?
You would think that, you know, we needed to be felted again. We needed to be coping and seething after he gave Phil $200 the other day. Big ups, movie sign.
About this game. It's simple and boring as shit. It's so boring. You can't attack your enemies. It's just simple driving with nothing to it. It's awful.
He just straight quits.
I'm bored as shit. Like, it's so boring. It's one of the most boring driving games I've ever played in my life. Am I missing something? It's so boring.
No, you're just
All you do is
bad.
drive in a circle. There's nothing to it. Oh, you randomly hit a speed.
Yeah, in all games, you just drive in a circle. Like, what do you think Mario Kart is? What?
Okay, there's no items. There's no shortcuts. There's nothing to it. It's a boring game ever.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody shit on F-Zero ever.
I'm seriously done with it. That's actually legit. One of the most boring driving games I've ever seen in my life.
He rage quit! He rage quit! Oh my God, he rage quit. Are you fucking serious?
All right, guys, let's go. Let's get some support again for the stream. I don't want to ask all day. I'm here for about another 3.5 hours.
I don't want to ask all day. Why are you asking at all?
And we haven't had a contribution. Well, we had Try Plugging It In, who basically said I'm drinking and driving. But outside of that, we only had one sub and one super chat in the last hour. Let's go. Support the classics. Remember, you guys said for months, when are you playing classics? When are you going to play retro games? I said, I'll do a whole marathon of it. So now we're doing it. So now
You must be schizophrenic and hear this shit like in your head. Nobody asked you for this. Clearly, the turnout was awful.
support it. All right, let's go.
Yo, it's
You have
impossible.
Boars.
It's seriously impossible to play.
I think this is the game. Oh, who was it that told me? This is that. Oh, what the fuck was it called? Jet Force Gemini. I wish I could remember who told me, but something about he almost fell asleep while he was playing this. It was one of them. One of the games he was playing, he almost fell asleep, apparently. I think it was this one. I think.
How do I open this chest? Like, it doesn't open. There's nothing in here.
Amazing.
You can't open the chest. There's nothing in the boxes. You can't make the jump. What the fuck do they want me to do? What was the point of coming in this room? I think I'm done. I think I'm done with the game. There's nothing else to do. Without a guide, you have no clue what the fuck you're supposed to be doing. It's just one of those insane cryptic games. There's no way to understand it without someone telling you. What am I supposed to be doing right now? This game is fucking crap. Wow, some of these games have been good today, and some have been awful. F-Zero GX and this, just fucking fart in a bag and pop it in your nose. Jeez, man.
Oh my God, he's drinking wheelchair donations. All right, guys, let's go right now. I'm serious. Let's just hit $300 of support right now. Let's do it. We've been sitting on this for ages. We're at 262. Let's hit $300 of support right now. Let's get some tips, some subs.
I think he begged to get to $300 for, and my timing may be off because I had all my notes for my videos I did early Saturday morning. I think it was an hour, somewhere between like an hour, 45 minutes and like just over 2 hours that he was begging to get from 200 to 300. And he did. He did, obviously. He ended with $343.
Some memberships, some super chats, some kicks. Enough with this nonsense. Enough with the bullshit. Enough with voting games that are putting me to sleep. Let's hit $300 of support right now, and let's get it going. And then
enough of this bullshit. Enough of this nonsense. Sir, what bullshit? What nonsense? Like, you're the one rage quitting everything. And wage quitting, I mean, let's just say what it is. If there would have been a 1 in front of the $260 that he was at, oh, he'd have loved every game. Every game was great.
after side pocket I'm choosing the next game. I'm selecting it. Phil is doing e-begging and monstrously trying to milk his fans for every dollar possible.
Like I said, guys, let's get it to 300. Right now, let's get it to 300 for the night, and then I won't bother you guys anymore. Let's go.
That's a weird thing to say. Hurry up and give me this money, and then I won't have to bother you anymore.
Go. Yeah, I can't. I can't throw him, and I can't jump at him. He's going to do no charge flash kicks. Look, I'm done.
So what does he pick naturally after, I think the pool game was called Side Pocket, I think? So he picks Street Fighter.
Got me. I did Psycho Crusher there. If it came out, it would have traded. It probably would have been a double KO, but it didn't come out. Oh, this totally isn't broken to shit. Infinite asshole jumping at me. I fucking pressed jump. I'm dead now.
Yeah.
I pressed jump and it dropped the fucking jump. What a piece of fucking shit. Cockamamie.
I don't think I've ever had a jump dropped. How do you just drop a jump? What? You either jump or you don't, dude.
Doodle fuck. What a cockamamie doodle fuck. Oh, that was convenient. Slash the cougar. No, don't do that!
No.
I can't imagine why nobody wants to sit and watch someone screaming into their microphone like that. Like they just fucking like, I don't know, like have a herniated disc or something.
Tyrone. No, Tyrone. Wait. Oh. Anyway.
What the fuck do you do? How do you hit this guy?
It is a good point that Snort Burnell says here in this clip. He won't play all of these new games because all of these new games are too easy, and he grew up on games like this. So, like, where was the skill? He either, like, rage/wage quit, like, half of them.
What are you supposed to fucking do? He jumps back and forth.
He got upset with Double Dragon and wouldn't keep playing it. He got upset with GoldenEye 64 and wouldn't keep playing it. He got upset with Jet Force Gemini and wouldn't keep playing it. F-Zero, this one, like over half the games or half the games almost, he quit because like he couldn't handle it. He couldn't do it. You know what I believe he played the longest was Street Fighter and Pokemon Stadium. And as we saw with the Metapods and Kakunas in the little, the I can't pop a boner joke, he was playing mini games in Pokemon Stadium. He wasn't even, he did battle, you know, with some Pokemon, but a lot of it too was just like side games and stuff like that.
There's shit that comes out of his ass, like turds are flying out of his ass. How do you stop that guy? What the fuck do I do to get past the projectiles? I can't even jump over them. I can't even jump over them. I slashed it, I still got hit. I jumped over it, I still got hit. How the fuck do I pass it?
And also, who wants to watch? I can see when I'm watching somebody who is speedrunning something or they're learning how to speedrun a game, you're going to naturally see them do certain parts over and over again. I don't remember which game it was that he was playing, but I remember just turning it off and walking away. I'm like, I can't watch this same part over and over and over again.
What the fuck just hit me?
Oh, that's a very good point. Of course, he would play Pokemon the longest. It appeals to the most dense. Well, it certainly did not reflect by the number of quote-unquote, how much support, he received.
There was nothing there. Are you kidding me? Nothing hit me. He has a hitbox behind him where his sprite isn't. So I figured out how to beat him, and the fucking thing hits me anyway with an invisible hitbox. Jesus.
Any moment, I can pick up a controller, and I can play any game at professional level.
Could someone please tell this actual fucking retard who's been spamming my chat all day, I'm not looking to raise $1,000 during a fucking marathon?
Sure you are. Sure you are. Otherwise, why would you do this all day? That was like your big flex. That you did this all day and you made a fuck ton of money. Come on, man.
Do you not understand? Like, he's been spamming all day the same message. Like, dude, you are mentally fucking deficient. You have a stunted brain in your head, and you need to go seek help and stop spamming my chat. You've done it all day from the beginning of the marathon you were here. God damn, man, there's some broken fucking people on this planet. What the fuck is wrong with people, man? I had a good day. Today was a good day.
No, it wasn't. And I don't know how much coping. I believe the video is just about done. And then we will go over and hang out on Raw Phil's stream and we'll see what's going on today.
I need to fucking whine. Oh, I need more money.
Again, I don't want anyone getting the wrong impressions because these idiots come and spam the chat all day. You know, everything's good. Everything was fine. I had a great time. I really did.
Way to go, YouTube lead on the notification. Hey, Kaylee, how you doing?
Like,
Hope you're
I
good,
said,
honey.
Oh, no, I can't believe you guys didn't support. You did. And it's good. Everything's been good. So thank you. All right, cool.
It goes back and forth between great and good a lot. The Daily Fap, which I did a video about if you wanted to check it out if you haven't. The Daily Fap was also really pathetic.
Now we work on the next one. The birthday marathon, let's try to figure it out. If it is Phil's choice, I guess we'll talk about it. We'll try to figure out what kind of games I would like to play and what you guys would want to see me play, right? Okay, cool. All right, guys, thank you so much for a great Retrothon here on DSP Gaming. Peace out. Okay. All right, folks, I'm out of here. I'm going to do the daily wrap, but I'm going to do it as a separate video. Great marathon, right? I had a good time. I hope you did too. So I'm not here tomorrow, okay? I return on Sunday. On Sunday, there will be a Level 1 podcast. We'll recap
Which we're about to go listen to here momentarily.
this. We'll recap any gaming news going on because there's a lot going on, all right? And then Sunday's daytime stream will be the resuming of Hollow Knight.
Well, with that being said, let's go hang out. There's not too much left of that video. That was a very quick recap of some of the things he has fucked off. He's not even at his chair. Okay, give me 1 second and we will get this up and rolling. Make sure we are at 1.5 speed-a-rooney here. All right, here we go.
Oh, it's time for a brand new streaming week here on DSP Gaming, and I'm very excited because this week we'll be wrapping up playthroughs, we'll be starting up new ones, we'll be having awesome chill nights and really stressful ones, but that's what it's all about, the variety and fun. On today's Return podcast, we got a lot to talk about. First off, I want to talk about Friday's marathon, how it went, because it was the Retrothon, playing a big variety of throwback games, but also I want to talk about the next one, which is going to be my big annual birthday marathon event, and how, based on your feedback, we're going to do things a lot differently. In addition to that, this week, we've got to figure out a new game to play, and we got some options. We're going to take a look at how certain games are currently performing, and try to make a judgment based on that, and of course, based on your feedback. But in addition to all of that, we got some game news. Gang of Dragon is the new game being developed by the former head of Yakuza, and it's getting some really, really bad news when it comes to funding. So we'll explore this topic and many more this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm ready. You're ready. Let's get it going. It's time for the Level 1 podcast.
Oh my God in heaven. Everyone, we're going to get through this together. He calls this his job, yet he steps away to constantly play mobile games. If this was any other job, he would have been fired 17 and a half fucking years ago.
Alrighty, everybody. Good morning and welcome to the show. It's the first Level 1 podcast of the week. It is Sunday, the 8th of March, 2026. And unlike the last couple of weeks, where things were a little bit thrown into disarray, first we had the release of Resident Evil 9 Requiem, then we had a Retrothon Marathon. This week, it'll be
How were things thrown into disarray because a game came out? What?
normal. A 6-day streaming week, everything should be paced normally, meaning we'll probably have double streams of pretty much every game that you guys love. There'll be a Friday night fights like usual, back into the swing of things instead of having this kind of disjointed mess that we've had for the past couple of weeks. So, things getting back to normal, and of course that means
I don't know what's been a disjointed mess. It's been the same garbage that it will for always ever be.
we're going to be going back to the games that last week we had to skip. Both Hollow Knight and Dragon Quest VII Reimagined will be getting back into the schedule in a major way with major progress. Notably, we may actually be completing Hollow Knight within the next couple of streams. You know, some people are even estimating I would beat it today, but the thing is, this game has a lot of content that's not necessarily in the main story. There's still DLC stuff that I haven't done, so I'm probably guessing 2 more streams of Hollow Knight before we actually wrap it up and see everything that the game has to offer.
Ugh, still doing Hollow Knight. Also, why didn't he do Hollow Knight before Silk Song? Just saying.
And I'm excited for that because it's been a great playthrough, and I'm very happy that you guys asked me to play it this year after playing Silk Song last. It was a blast this last month, basically playing really good stuff. Now, before we get started, let's just get this out of the way. Ladies and gentlemen, today is daylight saving time.
Whoever voted yes. Whoever voted yes on the daylight savings poll, we knew that he wouldn't be able to not mention it. We knew it.
Oh, Why do we still do daylight saving time in the United States? Nobody knows and nobody cares. No exaggeration, there are something like 19 different states in the United States that want to get rid of it, and we're all waiting on Congress to basically approve it, and it's been years and years, and our U.S. Congress hasn't done so. We're waiting. We
You know, farming still happens here, right, dude? Surely, obviously, not as much as what it used to be, but you realize people still farm, yes? Like, I don't love this shit either, but I'm just saying that why we started it is, you know, that whole industry is still happening.
actually voted for this to end years ago. So stupid. So today, I am technically streaming an hour earlier, and yes, I will be streaming an hour earlier.
He's not technically streaming an hour earlier. It's still 11:30, just like it was yesterday and the day before that, and the day before that.
Throughout the entirety of the spring, summer, and early fall. I believe the clocks change again in somewhere like October. So yeah, it's going to be weird for a few weeks here. What's going to end up happening is...
No, it isn't. It's not going to be weird for a few weeks. Jesus Christ. It was an hour. We didn't lose a day. It's not Monday, for God's sake.
I know we're going to have people are going to be late. Happens every single time that we change these clocks. So in an hour at around 12:35 p.m., people will start joining and saying, hey, Phil started early. Yeah, you know, I did try to mention it on last week's streams. I put it on the schedule. I even did a special X and community post about it yesterday. It doesn't mean that people paid attention. It is what it is. Hopefully people will show up today. Good news is, my wife and I said, you know what?
As someone who worked on farms as a child, we get up before sunrise most of the time anyway. Oh, that sounds rough. Oh my goodness.
Let's go to sleep early. And we did. We went to sleep like an hour early, and we woke up this morning not feeling like jet lagged, which is essentially what happens. You know, your circadian rhythm gets screwed up when you're forced to get up at a different time. So we actually woke up and felt fine because we went to sleep early. So it worked out. But
It's called you got enough sleep. Do that regularly. You will feel better.
I know some people will likely be late today, and that's okay. We'll still be doing the podcast, so it's not like they're going to miss out on gameplay or anything like that. Hopefully.
Move
Okay, now that
on,
that's
you
out of the
fucking
way,
220.
Let's
Move
talk. We got a
on.
lot to chat about. First of all, how's everyone doing this morning? This lovely Sunday to start the week. It is a nice, cool Sunday for me, cloudy, and that's why I'm able to wear like a nice, loose and comfy sweatshirt and not be sweating. I'm very excited for today because it's going to be a nice streaming day. Let's say hello to everyone.
Let's not do dented roll call. We're going to skip dented roll call.
And retro-themed sound effect, okay? That will likely be in effect for about a week or two. We'll see. But I have been putting effort into trying to make these streams feel fresh, rather than it just be the same thing over and over for an extended period of time. I want to have it feel more interesting. Things are new and moving all the time. So probably...
Are they? Where the fuck have I been? Things are new and moving all the time? Where? I've been in the Snortex for 4 years, sir. Like, what's new? What's happening?
Do the retro stuff for at least a week. Coming up is St. Patrick's Day here in the United States, so maybe next week I'll add some St. Patty's Day animations. And then after that, we got spring, Easter coming up, and of course, my birthday. So we're going to have all different animations added over the course of the next several weeks for that. So everything will always look a little fresh on the streams, and I hope that you like that. You know, rather than it just being the same thing for a whole month, it can get kind of boring. Particularly, it's awesome during a holiday month, like, you know, during Christmas month, everyone likes seeing Christmas animations. But you don't want to see Resident Evil animations 2 weeks after we beat the game, right?
I still don't want to see those Christmas animations that he used. Like, it's March. If I never have to see that Christmas shit again, it'll be too soon.
Exactly. So, I'm excited for this week. This is going to be a great week of variety and fun, I hope. How you doing? Clout.
Just cope about the marathon. I'm really just here to hear you cope about the marathon. That's this is all I want.
What's up? Good morning, Clout. How's everyone doing today? Is everyone having a good day? I hope that y'all...
If he was smart, he won't cope about the marathon. He'll just collect his fucking pittance and he'll move forward. But I'm hoping for a little.
Had a great Saturday away.
I shouldn't get greedy though, because that marathon on Friday gave us like so much gold dust. It was so good. I like I say, I shouldn't be greedy, but we'll see what he says.
For me, it was a fun day. I spent a lot of time with my wife. She tried a couple of games on PC, a couple of demos of like indie games that had come out. She tried this one. It was called like something about packing or packing. It was like some new packing game, and basically the game seems interesting, but the controls are like confusing because there's like 4 buttons to rotate an item before you pack it in a box, and it's just, you get confused, you hit the wrong button, and you lose your way, you lose your configuration. She played it for like a half an hour. She got frustrated. I was like, I don't blame you. This probably would drive me nuts too. But I think that there was those.
What the hell are you talking about, dude? Nobody cares what fucking video games that you plopped your wife in front of so you could pull Hogan's.
Packing games?
He plops his wife down in front of video games like a fucking adult dropping their kid off at daycare. Like, here you go. Sit and do this for a while I go do what I really want to do.
Like packing things in the boxes, they're pretty popular, aren't they? Isn't it like a genre that exploded in the last few years? So apparently the games do well. I've never played any of those though, so I never got into it. But hey, if it floats your boat, for me probably not. But it looked interesting. It's definitely unique, that's for sure. And had some food, chill times, grocery shopping, etc. Nothing too crazy. It was just a regular day off for us. FYI, coming up later this month, it's not set in stone yet. I do have to take some time away from stream. Why? some things have started to creep and back up on me and stack up, and I gotta take care of them. We're talking appointments, we're talking kind of just busy work nonsense behind the scenes, we're talking my
It's March. We wouldn't be talking about taxes, would we? Seems a very convenient time to begin talking about taxes.
taxes that I gotta do every year.
There it is. I knew we weren't too far off.
So what I'm gonna try to do is space it out so it's not like an abundance of time within a short period of time. Rather than say missing multiple streams in a week, I'll try to space it out so it will not affect this week. But I'm thinking that next week, which will be, the third week of March, I probably got to take some time away. Maybe I'll have a whole day off. I don't know yet. There may be a couple nights off that I have to take by the end of the month. But basically, there are going to be some missed days and or streams in March for me to be doing all this behind-the-scenes stuff and get it over with.
He has a tax guy who, does all this shit for him. I don't understand what's so complicated. All you have to do is hand over, your fucking 1099s. I don't get it. You get one from PayPal. You get one from Google, who owns YouTube. You just get a couple of forms. I just get a couple of forms. It's not a big deal.
Not set in stone yet.
I don't know what he needs extra hours and hours and hours for.
Let's not worry too much about it, but we'll talk about it more as it approaches and I actually get the days locked in so you know what days I'm not here. Okay? Fair enough. Okay, so we got many topics to talk about today. Where do we start? I think that we should actually start with the marathon on Friday, how it went, and then we should talk about the next one because the next one already we can plan way ahead of time and based directly on the feedback that we were getting on the marathon on Friday, I think that we're going to change it up and do something differently, okay? Make it more refreshing, more...
Oh, so suddenly he's had the shittiest marathon ever, and now we're going to do something different. Okay.
Interesting, okay? So...
let's see what we got here.
Basically, here's the deal. Friday, we did a marathon, and the marathon was Retrothon, okay? This was a retro-based
I was waiting for. The marathon was a disaster.
Marathon where we played games exclusively off of Nintendo Switch Online's expansion pack on the Switch 2. It was a good idea, and people have been telling me they were craving to see me play retro games, and so this basically satiated that craving, right? All day long, I played 10 different retro games spanning the length of Nintendo's existence and even the Genesis, including games like Battletoads and Double Dragon 2, racing games like F-Zero GX, classic FPS games like 007 GoldenEye. Wow, that one went well, didn't it? Just a good variety of stuff. We had fighting games. We had everything. Good stuff in there, right? Personally, I had a great time. It was relaxed.
Remember, we envy this. Taxes, meltdowns, begging for dollars, and bragging about YouTube ad pennies. Yeah, we're jealous. That's what it is. We all get together here and we cope and we seethe and we're felted because we are jealous of this guy's life, who apparently needs 40 hours to do his taxes, yet he has somebody who does the taxes for him. So it is what it is.
It was chill. I mean, the end of the marathon, we played Ninja Gaiden 1, got to the end of it again, and didn't have time really to really fully push and try to take on the final boss. Maybe we'll do that at some point in the future because now we're in prime position to kind of resume from World 6 and see if I can actually beat the game legit. But overall, I really liked this marathon. The feedback that I got was this. The marathon was good, but again, this is like the third marathon I've done in a year. People didn't like the way I did it. Allow me to explain.
Okay, well, we were told that the Valentine's Super Bowl mashup, whatever the fuck that was, we were told that didn't go well because people didn't know what games he was going to play because he didn't talk about the games enough ahead of time, apparently, or I don't know, something. So since that was a disaster, we had to have the cope and the justification for why it was so shitty. And supposedly that was because the people did not know what games were going to be played. So since this one, he made over $100 less this time around. Let's see what the quote unquote problem was. That obviously the problem was just him sucking ass, but let's see what he thinks the problem is based on what imaginary voices in his head tell him, I think.
I put the power in the hands of the viewers, meaning the viewers were nominating games, voting on games, and then after a vote went down, I would play whatever game won the vote, reshuffle the cards, essentially, of the deck, do another poll, people would vote again, I'd play what won, reshuffle the deck, etc., right? So here's the thing. Even though people seem to like to have that level of input, they want to be interactive and have their vote count for something. Because of the nature of an event like that, it means that you never know what's going to happen, right? Like, there were people who tuned into that Retrothon because they were hoping to see me play Luigi's Mansion on the GameCube. We did not play Luigi's Mansion on the GameCube because it never won a vote. It was in multiple votes, but it just never won, and therefore, we never played it.
But if you know that that's what your fans are asking for, why don't you take the power and say, you know what, we're still going to keep voting on more games, you guys, but we're just going to hang on the poll for there, a little bit. We're just going to wait on that. And a lot of people have been asking for blank, Luigi's Mansion. A lot of people were wanting Star Fox, and some other games. So we're just going to take like a little quick breather from the poll, but we'll come back to that in a little bit. And now we're going to play, at Luigi's Mansion. You actually, you have the power, believe it or not. Not at much, but while you're streaming, you actually have the authority and the power to be able to make those executive decisions. And if both people were asking for Luigi's Mansion, you could have stopped at any time and chosen to play that, but you didn't. So you even actually said, after you got really pissed off, after you played Side Pocket, you got real butthurt and all in your feelings. You're like, I'm picking the next game. Yeah, you picked what you wanted. Nobody wanted to watch you play Street Fighter. Nobody. You could have said, you know what? A lot of people have been asking for Luigi's Mansion, Star Fox, fucking whatever. So I'm making an executive decision, and that's what we're going to play, because that's what you guys are asking for.
Now, if you specifically showed up to that marathon, the wrong color here, I just realized. If you specifically showed up to that marathon to see Luigi's Mansion, and it never happened, then you're probably upset, or maybe not upset, but disappointed, right? And I can understand that. I can totally understand that you wanted something, you showed up for it, it didn't happen, done, right? Or the flip side of that. Maybe all day you were waiting for me to play Ninja Gaiden and you were hoping it would happen. Well, it didn't happen until the very end. Well, what if you couldn't be there for the very end, but you were there at the beginning? Well, you didn't get to see what you wanted. Now you're forced to watch it after the fact on demand, which, to be honest, is not the same effect as if you were there live and able to interact with me, right?
There isn't much interaction. You don't usually talk with the chat, like, at all. I agree, Lady Lisa. That is what a normal, logical person would do.
Get it, okay? Here's the thing. Things are different, particularly now that there are no set goals. There's no milestones. There's nothing happening based on income or something else happening. It's just kind of, let's play it loose, right? Everything's always played loose now, which is a good thing in some respects. But if you're doing
Except for the fact that he begs you and says things like, come on, let's go. Give me your money. Rah! That really, I think that makes people feel nice and comfy and homey for sure. Yeah, people really respond well to that, it looks like.
Marathon like this, and particularly people want to see something specific and, it doesn't happen, not so much. So the feedback I'm overwhelmingly getting.
So is this the justification? Is this the cope? People showed up expecting certain games. Just this is what he said last month too. People were expecting certain games, didn't get those certain games. So since they didn't get those certain games, they kept their money in their pocket. I think this is the cope that he's like long-windedly like moving towards. Kasar, thanks for the 500. I appreciate you. I swear this guy sees one or maybe two comments and extrapolates that his entire audience wants what those one or two people want. Correct. That is correct.
Is this. We need to have an event that's planned.
Also, the one or two people who might say like play Luigi's Mansion or play Star Fox or whatever could be trolls and might not give a fuck about what he plays. They could be legitimate fans, but they could just be trolls who don't really give a fuck what he plays one way or the other.
Ahead of time, that's locked in, ahead of time, that we know what you're doing, we know when to show up, and we can see what we want to see, rather than sit around all day and maybe not get to see what we want, okay? So I hear you. In fact, overwhelmingly, the feedback that I got at the end of that marathon, since the next marathon event will be on my birthday, which will be April 6th, okay? So for the record, let's actually take a look. So April 6th is a Monday, which is actually rare that I would do a marathon on a Monday, but I'm actually going to do this marathon on my actual birthday, okay? So on Monday, April 6th, I will be doing a marathon. It will be my birthday.
You're late. You're never late, honey. You show up whenever you want to show up. We are deep in the cope of why the marathon didn't do well.
Day event, okay? So during that marathon, there will be birthday festivities. I'll have special birthday animations and music and stuff to play. Will I have, like, cake? Maybe.
What do we care? Do we get to have the cake? I'm a woman of calories. I fucking love cake. Well, do we get that? No, it's your birthday. Like, not ours.
I'll have to talk to my wife about that and see, do we want to order a cake? Does she want to make a cake? Some years she's actually made me a cake, but I think she might actually be working that day. I'm not sure. And so, here's what we're going to do, all right? The feedback I got is, Phil, for once, it's your birthday, all right? You choose. If you want to do a Mega Man marathon, do a Mega Man marathon. If you want to play a certain...
Oh, God, please, no more Mega Man marathons. We got 3 Mega Man marathons last year. Ugh.
kind of game, play that game. Do whatever it is you want to do because it's your birthday. So control the event. Don't put it in the hands of the viewers that it's uncertain and indecisive and no one knows what we're doing. Just lock it in, okay? So, I think, perhaps, that's what we're going to do. But the question is, what is it that I want to do? And the answer is, I'm not sure yet. Like I was thinking...
The answer is whatever you tell me you're going to pay for. Because I can be bought and paid for like a little bitch. So tell me what you will give me the most money to do, and that's what I'll do it. That's what I'll do for sure.
What would be a few things that I would like to do, right? Well, first off, I do want to do another Mega Man marathon this year at some point. We haven't...
Oh, God, please, no.
Unfinished. We basically played Mega Man 1 through 8, and we never finished 8. So I want to finish 8, and then I want to go on to 9 and 10, which were the throwback Mega Man games that were more modern, but play like classic NES Mega Man. I feel like leaving that unfinished would actually be kind of a disservice, especially those who loved my Mega Man marathons last year. So I do want to get around to that at some point, okay? During my birthday, I don't know. It's a maybe, okay? Now, the other thing I was thinking is, what are some of my favorite games of all time, right? And the answer to that is simple. It depends on the genre, but if you think about it, like, what's my favorite platform
The real answer is it depends on how much money they'll make me. Come on, man.
of all time, where if ever I wanted to sit back and relax and have a cozy, fun day, I would play it? And the answer is very simple. Super Mario World. That is absolutely, hands down, my favorite platformer. It's got great content. It's got great graphics, great controls, great music. Everything's great. I love that game to death. And I would play it a zillion times, or I just love it. What about my favorite RPG? Probably Final Fantasy VI, even though I love others. It's probably the one that I like the most, okay? So we could sit here and we could talk like this all day about what's my favorite game of each genre, right? So maybe an idea is that we talk about this leading up to my birthday and we decide, do I want to play a little of all of my favorite games of all time during the birthday? Or maybe we want to focus in on one specific game and I actually play that game as a marathon during the day. Like, what if I decide, hey, for my birthday, we're going to do a marathon of Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster where I play like 8 hours of the game on my birthday while I'm drinking and chilling and just having fun with all of you. We could do that. Now, I don't know how many people would show up for it, but at least you would know what I'm doing on my birthday, as opposed to all these other marathons we're doing, and no one knows what exactly they're going to be.
Right.
So let's figure this out, all right? Because I want to lock it in, and I want to do something that's going to be very, very fun for everyone who shows up, even if not everyone might be interested. At least it'll be a fun birthday event. If you want to just come by and say happy birthday and take off, you can. But if you want to stick around and see me play some great games that I love, you can do that too, all right? So we have a month, exactly 1 month, to lock this in and figure it out. I know that we'll be talking more about this over the next couple of weeks, but I would like feedback directly from you guys today. What do you think? Hold on 1 second, everyone, because I have a clock on the other side of my studio here, and it's off by an hour. I have to set it because it's bothering me, and then I'll come back and get your feedback. Give me 1 second.
Imagine it being like noon and you've been awake for hours and like you don't even have all your clocks fixed. God damn. And then get up and just, this is when I clicked in because this is about the time that we finished. And I was like, the motherfucker is not even at his chair. He will be 44. That is correct. On April 6th, he will be 44.
Okay, so here's some feedback. Let's see. Kevin says we should do a birthday toast. Oh, I'm sure we will. You know, during the marathon, I'm sure I'll have some drinks and just chilling and relaxing with all of you. Let's see. Some Olive Enjoyer says the Lion should lead the package your birthday. You pick the schedule yourself. There you go. Cracker Jack says I'm glad that your birthday will at least have scheduled games. I'm glad to hear that. Okay. So what does everyone think? Like, would you guys prefer if I did a variety of games that I select ahead of time that's like my favorite games of all time and we play them each a little bit that day? Or would you prefer if perhaps we play...
You guys put me in charge. Okay, I'll be in charge. What do you think I should be in charge of? How do you think I should be in charge? He like almost got there and then like it just immediately fell apart and he backtracked. Great. You guys said I should take control. Super. I'm going to do that. I'm going to pick the games. I'm not sure which games yet, but we're going to take control. So now how do you guys think I should do this?
One game the entirety of the stream. What do you think?
I think you should make a fucking decision, you douchebag. Who the fuck cares? It's going to blow ass anyway. And they're just going to give you money because they fucking feel sorry for you. Because you're going to be a 44-year-old man sitting in that room that probably smells like depression, dried up gin, and stale farts. You're going to be sitting there by yourself all day like a fucking loser.
Eat a protein-infused cake. I think I'll pass on that one. That sounds like just a weird endeavor for my birthday. I think on my birthday I'll eat something delicious. It doesn't have to be protein-infused. A little from all genres, says Grandmaster Scrub. Variety of your favorites, says Cracker Jacks. Variety of your favorites sounds good to me, says Toasty. Pokemon Enthusiastic says if you want the marathons to go better, play more games and less breaks. There was not a lot of breaks during the marathon. Here's what happened, okay? There was a break because my wife and I always go on a break. We go on a little walk or whatever in the afternoons. We go around the neighborhood. We actually go feed the local animals, okay? So we had that one break. I think there was one break I had to pee. I had to go get the food when the food arrived, right? Like, there were not frequent breaks. If I was sitting here from 11...
There were absolutely frequent breaks. Yes. Yes, there were.
7 a.m. until 10 p.m. Yeah, maybe there was 4 breaks. Now, one of them was long. Like, one break. If you have an issue with that, you have, like, attention deficit disorder. A human has a right to take a break during, like, a 12-hour event, all right? And, you know, sorry, as I get older...
Not, like, hourly, though.
I'm going to take breaks and pace myself. If you don't like that, then...
I accidentally deleted whoever just sent me the 220 super chat. Something about Phil being a pillow princess. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that, but I, like, deleted it. So don't send me another super chat. Just say who you were in the comments, and I will read your message. I'm really sorry. I hit the wrong button.
You're probably in the wrong place.
I'm really sorry. And now it has scrolled away.
Okay. A genre switch every hour. So every hour on the hour, we must genre switch. Oh, man. Like, here's the thing. Like, right now, I can tell you off the top of my head.
Well, like close to an hour. Yeah, like some games, one game you played for like 10 minutes and then other games you'd play for like over an hour. People never know what the fuck you're doing. You know, even on things like, you know, games done quick or whatever, they have like a schedule for like, you know, when certain people are going to be like, you know, speedrunning certain games or whatever.
My favorite platformer is Super Mario World. My favorite RPG is probably Final Fantasy VI. And my favorite fighting game, everyone knows, is Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, right? So right there, we've got 3 set that we could play. But what else would we play? That's what I would have to figure out. Like, what would be some other games that I would enjoy playing during the day? Because if you want variety, you don't just want those 3 genres, right? Rose Diamond says, so play whatever, but have a set schedule of games and have it all laid out beforehand, and then let people vote on self-imposed challenges or difficulty levels per game, because that could make everyone happy. Oh, that's interesting. See, the thing is, a game like Super Mario World, there's no difficulty, right? Like, it's just one. But I guess, I don't know if it would be like a challenge. Like if I was going to play one game, then probably what I would do is, for example, in regards to,
Fatal, thank you for the 3, honey. I appreciate you. This fool took a break to go for a walk. He has done that before. He says that he's going to go take a break and go for a walk.
Super Mario World will challenge myself. Can I beat?
I don't know if he's convinced that if he sits here for longer than an hour, the man's going to like get a blood clot or something. He goes to pull Hogan's. Like, let's say what it is. He leaves to pull Hogan's.
The game in one sitting. Can I beat all?
Maybe take a couple of sips of something. I don't know how bad his alcoholism is, but I do know that he walks away to pull Hogan's because I've clocked him do it.
All of Super Mario World during that birthday marathon while I'm drinking and, you know, having fun with you guys and having some food and some cake and everything. Can we beat it? And at the end, we got a big celebration if I actually complete it. Now, there would be criteria. What does beating it mean? Does it mean simply just getting to the Bowser stage and beating the game and seeing the credits roll? Or does it actually entail doing all the secrets so you can go to Special World and all of that, right? So there you go. That's what we'd have to figure out ahead of time, right? What's up, Chris? Good morning. Good to see you. So this is stuff to talk about, all right, and stuff to figure out. And I want to, you know, plan it out ahead of time so that we know exactly what we're doing, okay? So, oh no, see, someone named Harry Balzac says,
it's a great name.
into the controller because the 8-bit controller had input delay. I don't think it did. I think it's the emulator. To be honest with you, I think that the Nintendo Switch emulator has delay. I don't think it's the controllers. We'll know better when I play different games on the Switch with these controllers. Because the next game I play on Switch, I'm going to try with the Pokemon controller. So you won't know till you play more than one game, but I think that it actually is just emulation and there's nothing can be really done to make it better. Just is what it is, right? Okay. Okay, so let's start the planning. We already know when the marathon is, April 6th. We already know what it'll be, my birthday event. We already know what's going to happen. I'm going to choose the game or games. And we'll lock them in and we'll know what we're doing ahead of time. But the question mark is, should it be one game or more games? Should it be a challenge run? You know, how do we do it? Let's figure that out.
So we know what day it's going to be, Monday. And we know what day it's going to be, my birthday. Great. Spot on. Wonderful.
I don't want to spend the entire podcast talking about that, but I think it's something that we should work towards. I'm trying to make these marathons better for you guys, because the last 2, I do feel like they were just more chill sessions rather than marathons people cared about.
I've noticed over the last 2 marathons, I really didn't make any fucking money, because he didn't even do one in January. The last one that he did the failure where he made $450 last month in February. He didn't do one in January. And before that was the Christmas marathon, where he usually would get whaled out pretty good for at least the birthday and Christmas, 2 times of the year when people are, you know, usually I would feel like more generous than normal. I think he cleared about 2K on his birthday, and then he made $800. But remember, this time last year, he had just broken up with Kino Casino, and there were quite a few more whales. I mean, think about all the whales that we've lost over the last 12 months or so, because March was his breakup with Kino Casino. Because if you remember, on his birthday last year, which we'll have to rewatch some of his birthday stuff from last year at some point, that's where he got drunk on that quote-unquote moonshine and he cried like a bitch.
And to be honest with you guys, I think that the marathons don't feel special anymore because we're doing them all the time, right? Like, we're doing a marathon every month now. And so when you have a tough time deciding what to do for a marathon, it means that you're doing it too often and it's not special. So I think we're going to...
Correct. You're doing it too often and it's not special. You didn't do one in January, which was actually a pretty smart move. Then you tried to milk Valentine's Day and the Super Bowl. Neither of those things do you care about. So you shouldn't have done one until the one that you did on Friday. And I guess you shouldn't do anything until your birthday. And then it really shouldn't, maybe one over the summer, it'll go poorly. And then maybe for the holidays, but.
Do this birthday marathon. And then after that.
You know how angry he was before he met Kat? Oh, he was so angry. He's so much better now. I'm glad that he doesn't do crazy things like tell us to eat shit out of his ass or anything. I'm I'm really glad he doesn't do anything completely retarded like
We're
that.
probably going to give it a break. We probably won't do another one for a while. We'll maybe wait a couple of months. I can tell you, here's the marathons we are absolutely doing
Oh, is he finally taking the hint that a marathon a month isn't good? Are the monthly marathons going away?
in 2026. In July, Indivestance Day, because this is going to be something we're going to do annually on or around
In other words, the dents in the wheelchairs pay for him to put on the vests and dress up like a jackass. So we're definitely not getting rid of that.
July 4th, because I don't actually know what day July 4th is this year. Let's see. July 4th is a Saturday. See, so if we do it on Independence Day, it'll actually be a day that normally I have off. But we could probably shuffle it around and still do it. So Indivestance Day. That's the day when the vests and the hats return. One day only a year on Indivestance Day. For every $50 that I raise on a stream, I put on a hat, then I put on a vest, then I put on a hat, then I put on a vest, and you vote on what ones we're doing.
Oh, this is so sad.
Okay? And at the same time, I'm going to do that for a closet clean out. And what I mean by that is this closet is now completely messed up again. Seriously. Because of all
Is it true? Are Hamilton watches going up because Leon has one in RE9? That's pretty funny.
the improvements to the studio that I did. There's boxes, there's clutter. We didn't get to the second half of the closet last year, which would have been all of my classic games collection, my decorations. That's the stuff we really need to get to. So my goal for Indivestance Day is, number one, to entertain you by being silly and wearing the hats and vests yet again, but also
Remember those hats and vests that were going to go into storage that one time 2 years ago and they were never going to be seen again?
to clean the hell out of this closet so I can start using it efficiently, because right now I can't. It is a hideous mess, okay? So
Oh, yeah. Everything he bought from like Black Friday months ago is shoved in that closet. All the garbage and boxes and shit from all that stuff that he bought on like Black Friday or whatever in November is still in that closet in March. And that's gross.
that will absolutely happen. That's number one. Number two, Halloween marathon. Number three, Christmas marathon. Those are all a lock and guaranteed to happen. Outside of that, anything we do in between, we can figure it out, okay?
Maybe he's finally getting smart. And thanks for the 5, honey. And I'm sorry that I deleted your 221 and I am too stupid to know how to get it back. Someone really needs to sit Phil down and explain people can't and don't always give money even if they care. That is correct. Also, he's in entertainment. Entertainment is what people give their disposable income to. People don't have absolutely insurmountable, just unimaginable huge amounts of just disposable income to give to entertainment.
Okay, but outside of that, like I said, one thing I want to do is the Mega Man Marathon. I want to have one final Mega Man Marathon where we wrap up all the classic Mega Man games. We got to figure out when does that make sense. Because I'm thinking after the birthday marathon, we give it a rest. Like, let's not do one in May, right? Let's maybe bring it back in June, or maybe not even till like August or September. So that way we're not doing it all the time and it doesn't feel stale. But we'll talk more about it.
So it took the February and March marathons to get him to finally realize that this isn't working out. But again, tell me again that this isn't a fundraiser. So why are they going away? Isn't it just something fun and cool that he likes to do? But funny how he's not going to keep doing it if he's not going to keep making thousands of dollars. But I thought it was never about that.
I'm getting a whole bunch of feedback and stuff going on. So hold on. We've got Roy. Just did a $2 super chat and says Hamilton watches from Resident Evil 9 are worth over $5,000 now. Well, I don't remember what the actual original price tag was. But that is pretty silly. Again, it seems like in the modern day.
That's pretty silly. Just the absolute worst comments about everything. I don't understand.
Any collectible now is worth way too much. It kind of reminds me of like the early 90s. So in the early 90s, every single thing was a collectible that was worth money, right? Comic books.
I don't want to hear Grandpa fucking stop going down memory lane, Unc. Move on.
To hear that they're reselling the insanely overexpensive Resident Evil 9 watch for $5,000. That it actually is par for the course, in my opinion. For today, it seems like everyone has a bunch of money to blow. Even though everyone claims we're all poor, inflation's too high, everything's too expensive, and it's like, hey, you want to spend $2,500 on a Resident Evil 9 watch? Oh yeah, where do I sign up? Where's the pre-order for that? Oh, they're already sold out. What do you mean they're sold out? Well, I'll pay double. I'll pay $5,000 for it then. I thought you're poor. I thought we have no money. I thought that everything's too expensive. Well, it's Resident Evil. I gotta get it.
You just sound bitter and mad that there are plenty of people who do have that kind of money, but that they don't want to give any of that money to you. That's what you sound really upset about.
Anyway, so let's continue. Shane Griffin did a $2 super chat and says, you are a gaming god, Phil. Well, I don't agree with that. I do think that I am a passionate gamer. Let's put it that way. I'm a passionate gamer. That should cover my bases there. Thank you for the $2. And the Random Act did a $10 super chat. Says, hey, DSP, we share a birthday. I plan on going to get new tires for my truck and play Witcher 3 and recover from surgery I'm getting tomorrow. Well, I hope that you feel better from the surgery. I wish you a quick recovery. I hope everything goes well with all your stuff, and thank you for the support.
That was code for you have $2,500 or $5,000 to spend on a watch, but you don't have any money to give me. But I thought everybody was poor.
Small world that we have the same birthday of April 6th, right? Thank you so much for the $10. Very good. Let's see here. First tip of the day just came in. It's $2. Would you play the original Deus Ex when there's a gap in the schedule? And is Tribal Hunter penciled in for Indies Night? So, oh yeah, you're right. That Tribal Hunter game I put on the wish list. We looked at that the other day, and it had high reviews, and everyone's saying it's pretty good. So maybe we'll check it out. I did put it on the wish list for Indies Night tomorrow night. And we'll see how that goes. Okay, cool. As for Deus Ex, man, I don't know if I would play the original. If there was like a remaster that it looked better or more modern, maybe. But the original is from the early 2000s. I mean, that game is really rough around the edges. You know, early style PC games. Trying to play one today probably be hard to retain an audience, but I don't even know if it would run on modern PC, right? I heard they were making a remake, they canceled it, right? So that sucks, because it would have been great to have that classic game series basically be made accessible to a whole new generation, right? Anyway, good stuff. All right. Thank you
Yeah, that sounds really great.
guys for the early support. I appreciate it. Today, if you are enjoying my content, I would ask if you could engage and support it. That would be very nice because it keeps me going and allows me to continue to be as successful as I've been. If you're live on stream right now, if you could give that stream a like, I would appreciate that. If you're watching this podcast on demand and you're enjoying it so far, if you could also give it a like and leave some comments for feedback, that would help the channel immensely. Particularly the more engagement you get, the higher chance that you get recommended on YouTube. So if you could do that for me, I would be very thankful.
Wow. How about you just like do better?
Now, if you're watching live as well, you can support the content in various ways, depending on where you're watching. If you're on the YouTube side, you can send a super chat like several people just did. Or you can become a member of the channel if you're not. Or you can give some memberships to the community. That allows people to get access to all of my emotes. They get a cool chat crown badge next to their name. It's pretty cool. If you're on the Kick side of stuff, well, I hope you're enjoying the stream over there. You can send some kicks my way, and that supports the content. Or you can become a paid subscriber, which again gives you access to emotes and a chat crown badge. Or you can give some subscriptions to your fellow viewer. We do have badges on Kick that I almost never mention anymore. But if you gift...
Oh my God, the fucking grifting for the badges. Oh my God, the badge bags are back.
10 subs on Kick, you can earn yourself a permanent VIP badge that shows that you're one of my supporters. If you gift 20 subs on Kick, in one go, by the way, you can get an OG badge, which shows that you're one of my biggest supporters of the content. No matter where you're watching, you can send a tip, all right? So thank you to anyone who supports in general. I really appreciate everyone who supports the content. Please, let's get some support rolling, particularly today's Hollow Knight. And Hollow Knight has done very well. Hollow Knight has actually been a really awesome playthrough where we get a dedicated audience that come by and really enjoy my content. And I'm excited for more today as we head into the end game. So if you like Hollow Knight, also please support the channel. Now, if you're watching on demand, you can leave a super thanks on this video, or you can also look to leave a tip. If you take a look at the description of each video, there's a link there that takes you to my page.
Wow, getting rid of the monthly marathons, bringing back the grift for the badges.
PayPal. Thank you to anyone who supports my content.
I had to delete 4 messages I was typing. You keep beating me to it, Toxie. We're in each other's brains, Jerry. We're in each other's brains.
I appreciate you all. You're the reason why I get to enjoy this life every single day, having a great time, chilling, right? Just talking games, having fun. No drama, just good times. And I'm very excited for the future.
We get it. You're destitute. He's destitute.
Here.
He's poor. What a bitch.
Okay. So, let's talk. So, folks.
Talk about what? He didn't do nearly enough coping.
You may not be aware of this, but Thursday of last week was a huge day for games. It was like a triple release day. Okay, what happened on Thursday? Well, we had the release of Pokemon Pocopia, which is a hybrid game with Pokemon's IP combined with gameplay of Dragon Quest builders.
Yeah, and what do you care? You already shit on it, so why would you talk about it? You don't care.
And almost like cozy town simulation stuff such as Animal Crossing. But it was also the day when Bungie released their latest outing, a new take on their classic franchise Marathon that makes it a modern extraction shooter. I'd played the Server Slam the week before, so you already know my opinion on it, but the official game released on Thursday. And then, the popular indie game Slay the Spire had its sequel released on exactly the same day. So it was basically like a triple release day, all this stuff going on. I didn't get to really enjoy any of that because I had to finish Resident Evil Requiem, which I'm glad I did. Now that the game is done, all I can say is thank you for an amazing playthrough. It's actually my most watched playthrough in many, many months. Biggest
shocker. Absolute shocker. I don't know if he's going to say anything spoiler heavy right here. So my apologies if you are still playing the game or waiting for the game or whatever the case may be. I'm hoping that I don't have to skip, but I'm just giving everybody a few seconds now because I don't know what he's going to like blurt out just like an absolute tard. So
AAA release in ages. Everyone seemed to enjoy my gameplay of it. I like the game a lot. I hope that you'll give it a look. The playthrough's continuing to get numbers, which is great. Like, even though, it's over a week old, it's still getting hundreds of views on each video a day. So it's helping the channel a lot.
Not hundreds of views a day. Oh my God.
Got like 1,500 subscribers during the playthrough. So obviously, when a big game comes out and people actually want to see DSP play a big game, the channel will get attention. The problem is, there's so few big AAA games that are good anymore. That's why I think last year it was hard to really bring attention to DSP gaming.
There are plenty of not AAA games that are good that you completely shit on, that you like refuse to play.
Because you're only coming here to see the big stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you're someone who's not a regular and watches me do everything, what else is going to bring attention to the channel? That I decided to play a small indie game? Of course not, right? And so, you know, having a big game finally be good and people actually find the channel again was nice. Yeah, having people come out, oh, Phil's playing Resident Evil, let's check this out. And then boom, I got a whole bunch of views, I got comments, I got likes, everything's, you know, active again. That's awesome. But, you know, a channel like mine that is a gaming channel is beholden to the industry and what's popular. You know, if there's a year with a bunch of popular big games and I play them and people like the playthroughs, boom, the channel gets more popularity. But then if it slows down, boom, it slows down again, right? The good news is, because I have such...
You realize that, like, there are going to be times of the year when things are slower versus times of the year when things are a little bit better. Usually in January, YouTube doesn't do very well, especially for like super chats or memberships or whatever. Everyone's like busted from Christmas or whatever it is that they celebrate or do. Usually around February, March, it starts to pick up. People are recovering from the holidays. People get their refund checks from their taxes or whatever the case may be. And usually through February, March, April, things do pretty good. And then May, June, July, inevitably it slows down. It's summertime, weather's nicer, people are outside having a life, they're doing things, their kids are home from school. Like, do you not understand, like, there are ebbs and flows, mountains and valleys, if you will? Like, I posted a couple of videos yesterday that I thought were just going to be like some like stupid fucking videos. One got like 4,000 views and got me like 100 subs. I'm like, what? Huh? I just made a video about your shitty marathon. And it's like, oh, okay. Like, there's going to be highs and lows, dude.
A dedicated audience of people who like everything I do, I'm good. I don't have to worry that, oh, there's a lag in the industry and now everything's bad. That's not the case. Like, I'm still doing well, even when we don't have the big games. But man, it was...
You're not doing well. You're not doing well. I put out a video yesterday. It has 4,000 views. I put it out yesterday. I only have 3,000 subscribers. Sir. No, you suck.
refreshing to finally have a big game.
And I'm not even that good. Like, you don't understand.
That everyone liked. So we finished the playthrough on Thursday. I'm glad that we did that. But now, this week, a opportunity presents itself because, number one, we do have a gap in the schedule for a daytime stream game. And number two...
The video about the marathon that he did on Friday, that was so fun to make. I really did enjoy it. The damn thunderstorms that rolled through woke me up in the middle of the night, and I caught the end of his marathon, and I was like, fuck it.
We're about to complete Hollow Knight. So
I'm glad you enjoyed the videos. I'm glad. They were really fun to make. The one about the marathon more so than the daily fap, but I thought, well, fuck it. I'm like wide awake now. I'll do both of them.
We have a space, and we're about to have even more space. So what do? Well, we have these options of things that we can do, and we're going to look at them in a second because I have some interesting data that I think we should look at together, okay?
Oh, boy, data. See. That doesn't sound like an epic
Someone took $2
snore
as Asmongold watched your 007 gameplay, and he thought it was funny. Okay, that's great. Thanks a lot. So did everybody else. Thanks for $2.
That touched a nerve.
Don't care. All right, so let's
Thanks,
take a look.
Chiba. I appreciate you, honey. I'm glad you liked them.
At some of the gameplay, at some of the games that came out last week and how they're doing. All right. So first off, let's take a look at Marathon. Because you might say, oh, it's the new game from Bungie. Did it actually do well? Did it tank? How did it do? Okay.
Yeah, I don't want, like, your knowledge. Oh, I don't want to lose my skip juice, though. But I know that this is going to be boring. The information will probably be wrong. Oh, man. Oh, how long does he go on about this? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I hate to give up like 10 minutes of skip juice, but I'm going to do it because I don't care about this crap.
It's fun. You play it. Maybe you don't play it forever, but you're still going to play it. It's $25. You're not breaking the bank to play this game. So, of course, you're going to have more players playing it. It's almost like, I mean, seriously, it's almost like common sense, but modern game development has none of it. Like, if you make a game that's fun to play, addictive, and cheap, a ton of people will play it. That sounds like common sense. So then why is every major game dev failing? Why are they coming out with $70 releases that no one wants or buys, right? Pretty crazy. No, I never had Slay the Spire 1. I never played it. I literally never played Slay the Spire ever. So I don't even know how it plays. Like, we saw the trailer for Slay the Spire 2. I was like, ooh, it looks interesting. I don't know how it would play. So 100%, like I said, if this is what you guys want this week, I'm down for that. Like, I will play that. Now, here's the other half of the equation. Okay, let's actually...
And thanks for the 220. Glad Phil's accepted being a games journalist. Ooh, I don't know if he's accepted it, but that was pretty bitter right there. You could hear it.
Let's see here. A Dark Maggot says, sadly, most influencers only want AAA games, which has not been good for the industry. Indies are saving the industry. Yeah.
Thanks, Justin. I appreciate you. Big ups.
Okay, so here's the other part of the equation. The thing that we need to figure out, right? So
Why are you the way that you are?
there's another game that came out on Thursday. This game, you cannot judge its performance. Why? Because it's a Switch 2 exclusive. And being that it's only on the Switch, you don't get sales numbers. All right? It's called Pokemon Pocopia. Now, originally, this was a game that I was going to play because you guys love Pokemon. My Pokemon playthroughs always do well. Okay, seriously. Like, I've never had a Pokemon playthrough that sucked and was slow and everyone hated it. They're always doing good. And I thought, oh, it's another opportunity for chill interactions and hanging out while we enjoy a Pokemon game. And I was gung-ho 100% ready to buy it and play it. And then we watched the trailer for it last week. This was the launch trailer. And it pretty much convinced us otherwise, did it not? So the game does not look like a hybrid of Pokemon and Animal Crossing, but instead, it actually looks like a hybrid of Pokemon and Dragon Quest Builders. Now, I played Dragon Quest Builders too, and to be frank, okay, it was a game that at some points was very fun and interesting, and at some points was insanely boring, okay? There were entire streams where I had to grind, either with repetitive combat or just gathering resources and building, and it was boring, and it wasn't entertaining for the audience, and they outright told me that. They were like, this is just not fun. You really shouldn't be playing this game at length, but I played the whole game. By the time I finished the playthrough, a lot of people were saying, yeah, don't play a game like that again. It didn't really work, okay? So when
Why can't he let go of this Pokemon game?
I hear, oh, Pocopia is basically made by the same people who made Dragon Quest Builders and plays the same, I'm like, oh, that's basically off-putting to me, okay? So I said, let's hold off and let's see how it goes, all right? So I'll be honest with you. The game's been out since Thursday, and I haven't heard too much craziness going on around the game. Like, there are people who are playing it, and there are people who are you know, supporting and watching it, but it's not...
Okay, Lee, you got it? You think it's been fun? Oh, it looked really cute. I'm glad that you like it.
The level of hype and or attention as a mainstream Pokemon game, right? Like, no exaggeration, Pokemon Legends ZA had a lot more talk around it and buzz around it than Pocopia, which is weird because the reviewers all claimed Pocopia is like the best Pokemon game ever.
Is this like all code for, I just don't know if my Denson wheelchairs will pay for Pokemon like they pretty much always do? Like, is that what this is?
For me. So then why isn't it seeming to get that much like press or attention? I don't know. Maybe it's because it doesn't really play like a Pokemon game. It doesn't have any battling. Maybe it's because, you know, right now there's so much else going on. If you already have Marathon going on and you have Slay the Spire 2 crushing numbers and people are still talking about Resident Evil Requiem, maybe it's hard to try to get your third-party Pokemon tie-in game to really get any kind of mainstream clout. I don't know. Okay? So I'm basically just not sold on this playthrough working. Okay? I'm not. So it's up to you.
So in other words, since you can't charge your Denson wheelchairs $20 to put a Pokemon in your party, you're not going to play it? Because that's what it sounds like to me. Like, oh, there's no battling. Like, you don't have a team of Pokemon, so you can't charge people money. I think that's where we are.
You guys, all right? Whatever you guys want this week. But here's the deal, okay? I can't play everything right now, at least at this moment, all right? To give you perspective here, all right? I have a listing of the games that are coming out for the rest of the month. And here are the ones that I absolutely want to play, okay? On March 17th, Alex is releasing in Street Fighter 6, and I obviously want to try him out. He's a DLC character. I'm going to own him, so let's try him that day, right?
I have a clip of him somewhere screaming and just like being belligerent. I'm never fucking playing Street Fighter 6 again.
On March 19th, Crimson Desert is coming out, okay? And that's a game that I think everyone wants to see me play. This is a game that's a big question mark. It's from the makers of Black Desert, which was an MMO. It's their first outing as like a major single-player game and basically taking their MMO and turning it into a single-player game. And no one knows how this game's going to go. If it's going to be great, if it's going to...
Can't name the Pokemon, so he won't do it. Ah, there it is right there.
suck. Like, no one really seems to know, okay?
We all knew it. See, Minty Fresh knew it. There was someone else in the chat who put it.
So, the question is, you know, will it be a hit? And I want to play it. The other games are all at the end of the month. There's that Life is Strange Reunion is coming out, and Screamer, which is that driving game. Those aren't until very late March, okay? So, in regards to the rest of the month, all right, I'm good near the end of the month, and once we get Crimson Desert, I'll be playing that.
He does hate Street Fighter 6, but we know that there's somebody who doesn't. Jax Raxer. So, of course he's keen to play the brand new whoever the fuck. Because I've already forgotten what he says because I don't care. But whoever's coming out for Street Fighter, it's got Jax Raxer written all over it. Big ups, Galaxy. How you doing, honey?
Continue with Dragon Quest. That's going to keep being played, and that's for a while. You know, that's not going to just end soon. That's probably much, you know, we're not even halfway through the game, I don't think. So, we're going to need new games for the rotation. We actually need a new game for Tuesday, because today we're doing Hollow Knight. Tomorrow we're doing Dragon Quest. Tuesday we need something new. So we have to make the determination, what should be the next game? Should it be Slay the Spire 2? Should it be Pokemon Pocopia? Okay? Gotta think about it. Now, this week, we are likely completing Hollow Knight. So once Hollow Knight is done, we got to take a look at the week, we got to take a look at the schedule. Do we have time for a second game? Because maybe we start with Pocopia or Slay the Spire, but then we have extra time. Maybe we try the other game too, and we see if that fits in, right? But the thing is, with the release of Alex, with the release of Crimson Desert, we are going to have other things to do starting next week.
Fatal, thank you for the 3, honey. I appreciate you. He'll buy Alex, and then Cammy will beat his ass again. It's always the same thing, but he goes through the torture and the humiliation because occasionally Jax Raxer will toss him that $100.
Therefore, we can't be starting up tons of games right now because we don't want to have 5 games going and then we're not playing some of them.
I heard Pokemon Copium. That's pretty funny.
Right. We don't want to overdo it. So, yeah, I'm excited for the week. However, I just don't know how to go about it. What do you guys think? If you want my take right now is that I am very interested to try Slay the Spire 2. Why?
So try it.
Because I never played the franchise before. It's doing insane player numbers right now. And I think that now is the opportunity. As they say, strike when the iron is hot, right? While everyone's playing it, talking about it, try
Yeah, but that's not your motto. Yours ends up being a day late and $1 short.
it out. See if it's something that's for me. Even if it's not, again, I don't feel like there's any risk. There's going to only be reward. If it doesn't work, that's fine. Then we do something else. But I feel like I want to try it, okay? So hopefully you guys are down for that. If you are, let me know. I'll start it Tuesday. But if there's like a big revolt here and people are like, no, we didn't want it, then I'll listen, all right? I'm listening to feedback, and I want to do what you guys want, all right? So let me know. But for me, I'm feeling like Slay the Spire 2 is the way to go this week to start. And then seeing as time permits, maybe we'll actually have time to do another game before all the new stuff comes out. You know, we'll go from there. But that's the take I'm getting, right? That's the take I'm getting anyway. And again, if I'm going to be doing this game, you know, at all, I think I should do it when it's popular. Right now, it's new, it's hot, everyone's talking about it, rather than, oh, play it in 2-3 months when all the hype died down, right? Not only the hardcore fans of the franchise will care that I'm playing it.
Very good. It is important to be efficient and have good time management skills. Very good. You're only 43? Fucking gold star. Somebody get this prissy little princess a fucking cookie in a juice box for learning that you should move on things when they're new and popular. Bravo.
Okay. That's the feedback I'm getting. Yeah, Dark Mike just said you should. I feel like you play a lot of games too late. Right. Now, again, I'm getting pushback. Some people are like, well, it's early access. It's not fully released. Enough with your bullshit. No, seriously, I'm just going to call this out right now. Enough with your bullshit. Everyone plays games in early access, and anyone who complains, I'm not going to listen to you anymore because you said the same thing about Hades 2. And then when I went back to play Hades 2 a year and a half later when it fully released, no one cared because everyone had already played Hades 2. So fuck off. Don't even say that early access excuse nonsense. I don't ever want to fucking hear that word ever leave anyone's lips ever again.
Oh, he got feisty. Oh my goodness gracious.
I already been there, done that with Hades 2. I made the wrong decision. I should have played the whole game at launch and not listened to whiners. If the game is hot and new, I will play it when it's hot and new, and you'll like it. That's simple.
Ooh.
No more toxicity from these fucking people who just want to complain about everything I do.
I'm the only toxicity around here. Thank you very much.
I'm not listening to them anymore. Okay?
Ooh, that marathon put a hair up his ass. I'm doing this now, and I'm doing this now, and I'm doing this now. I think that marathon really gave him some fucking pause. I really think that he turned off his fucking stream on Friday night and was like, fuck. I need new gimmicks. None of my gimmicks are working anymore, and I was so stupid and fucking got rid of my goals. I can't bring the goals back. I'll be laughed into next century if I bring the goals back. Fuck, what do I do? I guarantee you, this dude did not sleep Friday night.
Okay.
System of a Down beat me to it. Big ups, Iviga. How you doing, honey?
All right. So, as of now, here's what we'll be doing this week, okay? Today, Hollow Knight. Tonight, RimWorld. Tomorrow, Dragon Quest Builders. God, let's try that again. Tomorrow, Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined, continuing finally. We'll have several major streams of it this week, at least 2. And then Monday night, we're actually going to do the Indies night. We're going to take games out of my wish list that we looked at last week, and you're going to do polls, and we're going to probably play 3 or more indie games tomorrow night, see what they're all about.
That worked really well on the marathon you just did. Let's do exactly that same premise all over again.
And maybe select some for the schedule, or maybe not, but I want to try a few different indie games based on your feedback, okay? Then on Tuesday, it looks like we'll be premiering Slay the Spire 2, and then Tuesday night will probably be some Street Fighter 6. And then we'll just do it all again Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We'll just do the same.
Honey, Jax Raxer can't afford to come and give you money twice a week. We've seen this now. We've seen this now a few times. He can really only afford to like splurge on you at once every couple of weeks here. So you better knock that shit back to once a week.
Same schedule again. Now, I don't think we're beating Hollow Knight today because I think we have a bunch to do. We still have an optional boss to finish in the Queen's Garden area. We have to finish the final 3 characters to unlock like the ending part of the game. There's apparently a couple optional boss fights and things I haven't done that we could still do. Then we have DLC content to do that we haven't done yet, right? So I think like we got it.
Milking the fuck out of Hollow Knight. Are fucking retards still giving him money for Hollow Knight? Oh my god.
All right. That's what I got for you. Now, we have an interesting news story going on in the realm of gaming today. Sadly, it's not good news. All right? It's not. It's disappointing.
Well, you don't ever report on anything positive. All you ever do is report the negative shit. So who's getting laid off? Who's getting fired? Who do you hate that's resigning? That's all you ever really talk about.
And it is pretty negative. You ready? So, you may remember that back during the Game Awards, a new game was announced from the former director of Yakuza, okay? He made his own studio, Nagoshi Studio, okay? And this studio was making a new game called Gang of Dragon. And the trailer premiered during the Game Awards, and everyone was like, ooh, it looks like Yakuza. I was like, well, yeah, it's the former maker of Yakuza. He's making his own franchise. Well, guess what? Here we go. NetEase, which is the company that currently funds and owns Marvel Rivals, has decided to stop funding Nagoshi Studio. Huh? So, for those who don't know the story, Toshihiro Nagoshi, okay, was the creator of Yakuza. He was the head of the studio, Ryugo Gotoku, whatever it's called. It's, it's the studio that makes all the Yakuza Like a Dragon games. It means Like a Dragon, okay? He decided to leave and start his own studio. He said, I want to move on from the Yakuza franchise and I want to do my own games now, okay? So he did. He left. He started his own studio. This is his first game. Well, when you start your own studio, you got to get funding, right? You're not on a big platform anymore. For example, Like a Dragon has Sega. Sega funds their games, okay?
I'll let this run because are we on 1.5? Oh God, we're on 1.5. He's still too slow. All right, I'll let this play.
Okay. Well, he had to find funding. He went out there and he got funding from NetEase. This company has funded a bunch of different game studios over the years. Again, Marvel Rivals, their latest hit, that's actually doing numbers and making them lots of money. And so he thought that he was safe. He thought that this was a good choice. So here's what's happened. They were developing Gang of Dragon. However, during its development, apparently the game has gone over budget. Okay? They need another $44.4 million for the game to be completed. So what NetEase has decided is that they are pulling funding and are not going to be doing the rest of this game. They said, that's too much money for us. We agreed to this amount. You've gone over budget, and now you want us to spend even more? Well, we just don't have confidence that this is your first outing as a solo studio. Yes, you have a great track record with the Like a Dragon / Yakuza series, but this is a new game, right? And we just don't have faith that this game's going to be a hit like you think it is. We're not giving you another $44 million. Okay? So, basically, there's different takes from all over the internet.
So what? You didn't finish reading the story? Jesus Christ.
And, yeah.
What?
They don't know what they're going to do. They don't know if they're going to be able to find more funding to finish their game. That's sad. I'll be honest. It's a couple of factors here, okay? Factor number one, I think...
Oh, from Mr. I know how to run a successful business. Okay, Mr. Filed for bankruptcy and committed tax fraud. You tell us what to do now.
A lot of companies are just afraid these days to invest in any game that's not a games as a service money train. You know what I mean? Like NetEase right now is living large on Marvel Rivals. This is a game that they could continuously make money from. The games as a service model, that thing could exist for another 10 years, for goodness sake, on the Marvel IP. And people will keep playing and spending because it's Marvel, okay? That's the kind of game I think they're looking for. So I guess the question is, why did they invest in this game to begin with? This is a narrative-based game. Everyone knows it's going to be probably similar to Yakuza. Why would they have invested in that style of game? It's a little confusing. If you're looking for this tried and true, money-making, guaranteed venture, why would you invest in the game that's...
I hate to do it, but I'm just going to go on ahead and let him talk out. Like I say, I don't want to waste the skip juice, and I have to go run and get something, so I'm just going to let him ramble on here. I apologize. I will be back, though.
Kind of a gamble, right? And there's the other half of the equation. Nagoshi's never made a game by himself. He's been part of a major studio. He's had funding from Sega. Yes, he has a good track record, but I think, sadly, you know what this is? This is another situation of Metal Gear Solid 5 and what happened to Hideo Kojima. For those who don't know the history, Hideo Kojima made games for Konami for a very long time. All the Metal Gear Solid series was his baby, right? And they sold like gangbusters. They made that company an insane amount of money. But over time, Hideo Kojima got more and more eccentric, more and more pretentious. Whenever he made a new game, it was like, well, I want to do this with the game, and this with the game, and this with the game. But that cost more money, and more money, and more money, okay? And yes, the truth is his games did sell well, but at one point, was there ever going to be pushback? Well, yeah, eventually with the development of Metal Gear Solid 5, Konami had enough. Like, Kojima had already gone over budget. They had given him more funds. He went even further over budget and wanted more money to finish the game. And they were like, Kojima-san, as much respect as we have for you as a game developer, we just can't give you more money at this point. This is ridiculous. Like, how much more do you want? Right? And he was under the impression, just keep giving me more because I want my... you can't hinder art. You can't stunt art on a basis of money investment. You have to let art develop and be what it needs to be. And in truth, I told you this when I played Metal Gear Solid 5, right? The game is outstanding, okay? When it comes to gameplay elements, when it comes to the art design, when it comes to many parts of, the formula of what the game is, but it's unfinished. It doesn't really have an ending. You can tell that they got to a certain level of development, and then Kojima got kicked off the project, and the team was just told, finish this game by any means necessary, and you can't spend any more money. So they just basically took duct tape and thread and glue, and they just slapped together a piecemeal ending and said, that's the game, and it's definitely not done. It's like a half-finished game. If that game were actually done, arguably it might have been the best game ever made at that time. but because it was unfinished, it was good, and some would even argue it was great, but it just wasn't the masterpiece that it was meant to be. I almost feel like Nagoshi-san, okay, has kind of become the next Hideo Kojima. He's got a track record of tried and true big hits, right? They all did well. Like, Sega has made an insane amount of money on the Yakuza / Like a Dragon franchise. They now not only make the main games, but they re-release the old games, and then they've got spin-off games, and they all make money. So the fact that Nagoshi himself decided, I want to leave and go do other stuff for myself, because he was basically saying, sticking with the company, there were too many constraints. There was too much. Basically, he was able to do the things he fully wanted to do. The company was kind of being a little bit more control over him. He didn't like that. He wanted to go off and do his own thing. And he felt starting his own studio would do that, right? You got to respect that. If the guy really has artistic vision and he feels like the company he's working for, even though they've had all this continuous success, if they're not allowing him to do what he truly wants as an artist, then he's going to go off and do his own thing. But now he's done that, and the very first investor he found to allow him to do his own thing says, it's too much. There's no way we're giving you another $44 million. And again,
I am so sorry.
is this a recurring thing that happened to Kojima and Konami?
Oh, is he still on this? Oh my God.
That they're seeing this go off the rails. They're seeing the budget balloon so much. They're like, there's no way we can keep giving this guy money. He's just going to keep wanting more, and this project will never get done, right? This Bookworm just said, he says, I hate to say it, this is a lot of old guard game devs seem to make their own studios and they're failing. Yeah, it's happened a bunch. How many times are we hearing, this old guy left the company, then made his own studio, and then the game came out, it's like, well, did anyone play it? They didn't even know that it exists, right? So, to me, it's sad, because this game looked good. This trailer at the Game Awards looks really good. It looks like it could be a solid competitor to the Like a Dragon franchise, which I think it kind of needs. Like, right now, Like a Dragon is popular because it's like modern Japanese.
Okay. I don't know how long. Oh, we're almost out of skip juice. Let's see if we can skip it.
Has the track record,
There we
and
go.
everyone knows that GTA is going to sell like crazy, right? This is the first outing for this studio. Yes, the director of the studio invented Yakuza, but that doesn't guarantee that his next game outing that isn't Yakuza is going to do as well. As opposed to GTA is GTA and still on GTA, and everyone's going to buy GTA just on the name alone, right? There you go. Okay. Well, that's the news for today, and I think we are going to be checking out Slay the Spire 2 this week. I'm excited to see if it's any good. I hope it's good.
Oh, I guess so. So he decided like not to do Pokemon, I guess.
And I hope that it works out in the schedule and everyone likes it. Don't know if that's going to happen or not. You never know. But I'm feeling positive about it. I'm feeling like it's something new to give a shot. And even if it doesn't work, right? At least we just gave it a shot while it was popular, right?
Yeah.
Marky says each employee gets around $1,000 in 2 days. AAA with 50 employees, let's say that's $50K in 2 days worth of work. Some vets get 25% more. 40 a day dev cycle will cost $1 million. It's sad. I don't know how it works, the whole dev thing. And it sounds like it's different every studio too. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't seem like there's consistency across the industry of where the money is spent or how, how much is needed. Heartbreaker says, Rockstar can't even afford the licensing for expensive songs, and most people hate them anyway. Oh, Project Helix, we already talked about that. So real quick, on Thursday.
Never even brought Pokemon back up. Well, then that makes it, it makes it pretty obvious.
The new head of Xbox, I forgot her name, announced that Xbox is making a new console called Project Helix, but then immediately said, oh, but it's not a console because it also plays PC games. So it's not a console then. It's just, it's basically a Steam machine. It will play Xbox exclusives, but it will also play all PC games. Like, that's great, so it's a PC. It's not a console then. It doesn't even make sense. I get it. This will be competition for the Steam machine, and that's good. Because again, competition breeds innovation. If there's only one Steam machine that's a budget PC to play PC games, then they're going to do whatever they want. But if you have a competition, another company trying to make the same thing, then that's great, right? Because now you have two companies that are going to try to break each other's price points, put more features in, etc. So I'm all for that, and I hope that there is competition, all right? But, it's just funny. We're calling it the Helix. It's a console. It's not a console. It's a PC, okay? It is. It's just a PC. If it plays PC games, it's a PC, period. Because there's no one that's going to buy a Project Helix to play the Xbox version of your game when there's a PC version. Like, what are you even talking about?
Oh, Grandpa, stop.
Rose
Stop.
Diamonds, I'm aware there's a Fatal Fury 2 remake coming out this week. I don't know if you heard. It's bad. People who've gotten access to it early, all are citing awful.
Okay, I don't know. Some people have been talking about Fatal Frame. I'm going to try to skip it. He hears that it's so bad, so he's not going to play it. Good for all Fatal Frame fans. Let us move forward.
But, oh, is there a PC version? I thought it was console only. I was under the impression it was console only. If there's a PC version, then I guess perhaps we can look into it.
What is this hate boner for Xbox? I don't know why he's got these hate boners for some of these things.
But certainly I feel that playing Slay the Spire 2 right now makes sense. It's the hot new game everyone's playing. It's not a re-release, it's brand new. That's my priority right now for the week. And then, like I said, once we play it, we see how it goes. If people like it and we want to play more, we do. If not, then we can consider other options. Okay? Let's see. Spedgy, celebrating 4 months as a member on the channel, says, any thoughts on trying Star Trek Voyager? We looked at it. It is wishlisted. It was one of the games that we could possibly look into for like an Indies night or whatever, even though I don't know if it's really fully an Indies game. I guess we'll have to take a look at it. Okay? Collide Cash did a $2 super chat. Said, any chance for a Battletoads return? In the future, sure. but I don't think we're going to be
He will never play Battletoads again.
doing a full Battletoads run anytime soon. For the record, the on-demand video actually performed really poorly, shockingly. Like, the videos that did well were GoldenEye.
Well, yeah, because that was just so fucking bad. And you got a nice little games journalist video made about you.
Pokemon Stadium did pretty good. Ninja Gaiden I knew would do good. But I think Battletoads actually had one of the worst view counts of all the games I played. Don't know why, 'cause I know it's a classic, but I don't know. So, yeah, I'm not really desperate to go back and play it or anything. We have it, we can play it whenever we want, but it didn't seem like there was much consensus that people wanted to see me play Battletoads.
We'll never see Battletoads again.
No, I don't know what that is, Lance. Did I ever eat up? Let's see what that is.
Someone in fucking Kick Chat says play Neo 3.
Pupusa? What is a pupusa? A traditional Salvadorian dish consisting of thick handmade corn or rice flour tortilla with savory ingredients and grilled on a comal? What the hell is a comal? It's considered the national dish of El Salvador, usually stuffed with cheese, refried beans, or chicharron, and served with curtido, a pickled cabbage slaw, and a mild tomato salsa. No, I have never had anything like that before. It's apparently El Salvador's national dish. Huh, never even heard of it until today. Oh, okay. So, this week, DSP Tries It will be dessert. My wife and I talked about it and decided we want to try nothing bundt cakes this week. Okay? Now, since it's dessert, that means that DSP Tries It will be on a late stream rather than an early one. All right? So one of the late streams this week, we will end early and do a DSP Tries It of nothing bundt cakes. We're currently researching it because apparently you can get giant ones, and we're not going to get that. You can get mid-sized ones. You can get small ones. And I think you can get like a variety pack of the small ones. That's all different flavors. Or you can get maybe 2 or 3 like the mid-sized ones. So we got to look into it and figure it out. But we're doing it this week. What day? I don't know yet. But perhaps it'll be tomorrow. Perhaps it'll be Tuesday. I'm not sure yet. All right? I will let you guys know. We're going to talk about it and figure it out. And once I've locked it in, I'll let you know so you know what stream you can come to see that DSP Tries It. Or obviously you can just watch it after the fact on the DSP Reacts channel.
Why is this what he's doing? Did anyone ask for this? Did anybody vote for this?
I'm curious. How has the DSP Tries It for the Big Arch done? Let's find out. Wow.
We have to sit here while he watches his views.
It's about to hit 2,000 views. It's actually one of the best performing DSP Tries It that I have done in a long time. In fact, the last one that did that well was early December, and that was the SpongeBob collab at Burger King. But that one only has 2,100 views in what? 3 months? And this one has 2,000 views in less than a week. So actually, wow, I'm not kidding you.
Are they expensive? I'm going to look them up.
This is one of the best performing DSP Tries It that has happened since the series returned. It does look like the McDonald's Adult Happy Meal last year in August did 2,700 views.
Yeah, last year, dude. We're talking about a year.
And definitely the one that has done the best was May of last year when I tried Subway for the first time in many years. That episode has
Because you started yelling and screaming like a clown.
4,250 views. Because people loved seeing me absolutely destroy Subway because it was one of the most disgusting things I'd ever tried in my life. I can't believe they sell that as food. They literally should be sued, arrested, and closed. And I stand by that statement.
We know you're a bitch.
Actually, this episode, this Big Arch, was the second best performing episode since the Subway episode. Yeah, that's awesome. So yes, there will be the Nothing Bundt Cakes this week, probably tomorrow or Tuesday, but I'll let you know once we know for sure, okay? Very nice. If you missed the Big Arch DSP Tries It, it was a good one. A triple taste test. I tried the Big Mac, the Quarter Pounder with cheese, and the Big Arch, and I compared all 3 of them size-wise, price-wise. It's a really in-depth episode. I think you'll like it. You should give it a look. And again, that's on DSP Reacts on YouTube, at DSP Reacts. That's how you find it.
I'm absolutely not doing that. Snort Hogan has a great playlist of them if you want to watch them.
That's where all the DSP Tries episodes are now. In fact, that's all that's on the channel right now. Okay. We got a little bit of extra time. Let's now open up the show to Q&A. Let's see what people want to talk about this morning. Thank you for the early
You got 3 minutes, bro.
support. If you could support the stream today, I would really appreciate it. Particularly, like I said, Hollow Knight has done really well. And it would be great to have a nice, well-supported stream as my return stream to start off the week right. Nothing. No one wants to talk. No one's tagged me. No one wants to speak to me.
Correct.
Apparently, you just want me to clam up.
Correct. Well, we want you to play a game. That's what I want. I want you to go play a game.
YouTube chat is completely dead. No one is speaking. Everyone has fallen asleep. Even though it says we have 272 viewers. It's dead.
It's okay. I have over 300. Not many people are talking. You know, a lot of people are audio style listeners and they don't want to type in chat and they don't have to. Why are you like chastising people because they don't want to talk in your chat? Don't be so fucking rude. Let people silently lurk if they want to. So fucking rude. Like, let people do whatever they want to do. Unless they're being like an asshole to you, which who the fuck cares? Silently ban them and move on. Or they're being a dickhead to somebody else. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, they probably can't talk in your chat.
When we play the indies we wishlisted, tomorrow night, the late stream on Monday night is indies night. And we are going to look at the wish list and do tons of polls, like 3 or 4 polls. And you guys
I agree with Boris Karlov here. No one wants to talk to you, asshole.
will vote and we'll play indie games.
Well done, well done. Also a good point, Jenkins. Yeah, everyone's too fucking scared. You don't want to get banned.
What happened with Arc Raiders? We played it for 2 straight months. We saw most of the content of the game, and it kind of got played out and boring. As I was playing it, people lost interest, and the stream started getting less attendance and less support, so I stopped playing it. That simple.
We didn't hit the non-goals, so I wage quit it.
We played it, and it was hot, and it was interesting, and then people just kind of stopped caring about me playing it, and that was it.
His bots don't want to
Thoughts on
talk.
Bungie asking reviewers to wait 3 weeks till the next content drop? Yeah, that's ridiculous. The game is out. You can review a game the moment it releases for sale, right? Period. There's nothing else that can be done. It's on sale. Now it's going to be reviewed, and there's nothing you can do about it, and that's your fault. If you
Questions on Kick.
and says actual, like, intelligent things, I'll respond. Like right here, Lonely Vaulty says, would you beat Cyrax in a street fight? You're retarded.
Ooh. Someone asked some kind of, do you recommend a certain video game? I think he said like visually impaired or something.
Said something retarded in my chat. I'm not going to address you. You see, I normally would just ignore them, but I'm giving you an example. That's the kind of level of stuff that people say in the Kick chat, so I just ignore it. It's stupidity.
Interesting. You're missing the whole point is it might be interesting. Sometimes things that are gross are interesting. Like you. You're kind of missing the whole thing here.
If Resident Evil 9 gets DLC, will I play it? Likely, yes.
It'll be the next time I make any fucking kind of decent money on this lame-ass dead channel.
Did I beat Resident Evil Requiem? Yes. And we saw both endings, and then we did the final document that unlocks after you beat the game. We read through the whole thing. So
Yeah, he read through all fucking 60 pages of Grace's report, by the way. What the fuck? It was like 15, 20 minutes of him reading, not even fucking kidding you, the whole thing on stream. Like, that's fine if you, like, I've read it. Like, that's fine if you want to read it. Nothing against that. On stream, bro.
like full-on lore of the game.
That is where you hit end streaming, you make a video, and you say, I'm going to read these pages. If this isn't for you, don't watch this video. Don't make your live stream.
So I don't know.
Yeah, but we don't know that. So right now, I believe it would be the one that would be most anticipated. Just because it may or may not come out. That wasn't the question. It was what's the most anticipated right now? We don't know if there's anything, if there's any kind of delay, or maybe GTA 6 like isn't coming out or whatever. So it would be, I think, I'm pretty sure, it's the most anticipated game this year.
I legit have no clue.
Well, boy, DSP Gaming, you don't know what the most anticipated game of the year is? Whew. Sounds like you're pretty bad at your job, DSP Gaming.
You never really know if the games are coming out or not these days, so...
That still wasn't the question. It was what game is getting the most hype right now? What are people the most excited for? You have to put like your fucking dented 220 negative ass spin on it. Just answer the fucking question. I don't know how you can be so perpetually bad at every single thing that you fucking do. They didn't need a whole
What
fucking
kind of game
song
would I
and
make if I
dance.
had the resources and ideal team to do so? I wouldn't. I'm not a game developer. I have no desire to make...
Well, thank fuck for that. We can all sleep easy tonight. Thank God that this is all you do. I don't want you making my french fries, taking out my garbage. I don't want you anywhere near my car. I wouldn't want you to be my doctor, my lawyer, my therapist, my fucking housekeeper, my anything. Thank God this is all you fucking do. Because literally, you can't handle anything else. And you are bad at this. Jesus Christ.
a game. I like playing games. And I like chilling with my audience. I don't want to make a game.
No, you don't. Get fucked, dude.
That's also why, if you haven't noticed, I don't play many or any of the games where it's like make your own game like Mario Maker. I'll play other people's levels, but I won't make my own. I just don't care.
Yeah, you do care. You're creatively fucking bankrupt is what that is. That's the real word that you're looking for there. It's called creatively bankrupt.
Will I give Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 another shot? No, I don't care. Will I play Miltsioner, the big Russian in the Sky game? Yeah, we saw the trailer for it, and it seemed shockingly weird. So yeah, maybe I would check it out when it comes out. I don't have a favorite game or series, but I have our favorite games in certain genres. So if you ask me a genre, I can probably answer. How do you get better at
Probably. Okay. Man.
keyboard and mouse? You're playing Rivals. Practice. That's simple. Just practice. Practice and adjust your setup because everyone's a little different. Like, you need a little bit of...
Yeah, some people super suck ass like this guy does. Ooh, this is a very good point right here. If you were a true gamer, you wouldn't have thrown your community under the bus for Kino and Asmonarchs, and you would sell your mom for $1 million. He'd sell his mom for way less than $1 million. Excuse me, 100. Where the fuck did 100 come from? I'm retarded. I'm so sorry. He would sell his mom for way less than $1 million. This pretty little bitch can be bought and paid for far less. Remember, he turned down Keemstar's $50K to act like an ass and make a complete fucking fool of himself for far, far less with Kino Casino.
And not, you know what I mean? Like, I want to see what
Why? What's wrong with challenge runs? Those can be fun.
the game is like all these years later.
Yeah, don't do anything different. Didn't you just say you were going to start doing a whole bunch of things different?
Would I consider doing a marathon of a newly released game instead of a themed like retro? Yes, if there was a reason to. Right? I mean, technically, I played Resident Evil 9 all day long on its release day. I mean, I put in a good 5.5, 6 hours of gameplay that day, right? Over the course of the entire, 2 streams that I did. Why is the mic arm scratched up? Because when I first bought it, I never had any real experience with mic arms before. To be honest, I just never used anything like this, right? I had like a cheaper one previously. And, oh, thank you, Shane. And so I over-tightened this without using the washer properly, and it got stuck.
Cathedral Games, thank you for the $2.79. I appreciate you, honey. Big ups.
And it was stuck really bad. And I had to basically use tools and insane amounts of force
He just about broke that fucking microphone.
to get it to unstick. And then I finally got it to unstick, but it destroyed both sides of the mic here.
If you had to spend a night camping in a tent with either Wings of Redemption or Boogie 2988, which would you choose?
And here it's all scratched
Someone paid $10, by the way, to ask that.
up. I've tried like doing marker and stuff over it. It doesn't paint it at work. I would have to buy black
Chiba, thanks, honey. I appreciate you. I'm glad that you liked the videos. Like I say, they were fun to make.
and super chat.
He had to think of something right there. What can I say creative?
If you had to spend the night camping in a tent with either Wings of Redemption or Boogie, which one would you choose? Neither. Thanks for $10.
Wow. I hope you feel good that you wasted $10. Now never do that again. You down of a personality and crack some kind of a joke or something.
Someone tipped $2. Any reason why you skipped Ghost of Yote? Tons of reasons. Number one, came out in a busy gaming season. There's other stuff going on that I think I want.
Blue Oni, yeah, I'm gonna do when I get time and something like when something I feel that like is really interesting happens. But a lot of times when I'm streaming, we just kind of recap everything. But I didn't have time to stream on Saturday. And like I say, I just so happened to be awake because a thunderstorm woke me up. So I was like, fuck it, I'll make these. But I wish I had time to make more.
To do more.
But then also, like I say, when I stream, we usually recap everything from the day before. And then we watch this, silly nonsense here.
Number two, the game was surrounded by controversy because of political reasons. And I didn't want this political online controversy to interject itself into a playthrough and have people coming to the stream yelling at me every day, why am I playing this woke game? Number three, the reports were that the game essentially was just Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay, we're beyond this. It's just to get you to rant. No one cares.
Back in the day has a ton of planning, a ton of very slow-paced, turn-based gameplay, and it's not exciting for a viewing audience, to be honest. It didn't really work. I loved it. The audience was constantly complaining and saying they were bored. So that's why I didn't play this.
I think in everything that you play, people were begging you to stop playing Resident Evil 9, dude. They were like, this is so boring. Can you play something else?
Sequel. TX Shooter, how are you, man? It's good to see you. Someone, Big Larry Gaming, tipped $1. He says, if you play Pocopia, read the lore if you can because it's interesting and fun. It would probably work better as a late night chill stream. All right, well, to be frank, we're not really looking for a late night chill stream right now because we're still playing
Because those chill games don't make me any money. I quit a bunch of them.
World. I'm still doing some Street Fighter, and we're going to get some indies into the rotation this week, or at least we're looking for some. So honestly, I don't think we really are looking for that. Again, if there is enough demand, yes, I will play it. If there's enough time, I will play it. But right now, I think Slay the Spire 2 is the priority for Tuesday. There you go.
I thought this wrapped up around 1 o'clock, my guy.
Tommy Tento says, yeah, I played Ghost of Yote. It's basically the same as Ghost of Tsushima. You didn't miss anything. Exactly. There's a difference between you skip a game and everyone's like, dude, you really missed out. You should have played it. Like, for example, Metaphor. That was a game I skipped, and my audience was like, dude, you missed like one of the best RPGs of the modern era. It really is disappointing you didn't play it. I agree. I am sad I couldn't play it, but it is what it is, right? Ghost of Tsushima, I skipped it, and like maybe a small handful of people ever brought it up again. No one seemed to care. Not Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Yote, excuse me. Yeah, no one really cared. Joshua, I think that would be nostalgic for longtime fans. Yes, the King of Hate is returning.
Right now, here he comes, completely uncontrolled, saying whatever he wants, doing whatever he wants, absolutely no boundaries and no limitations, no self-consciousness, any kind of restraint. The King of Hate is bad, baby.
Give your fucking heads a shake. Jesus Christ.
Keep in mind that later this year, the new Metal Gear collection's coming out, and that one has Metal Gear Solid 4. Probably everyone's going to want to see me play Metal Gear Solid 4 when that comes out. I've only played it once before. It was ages and ages ago. This will be a more modernized version with better graphics.
I'm going to have to agree. Oh, Jesus Christ, maybe he should have just stayed quiet. I'm going to have to back up that opinion and say he should have just stayed fucking quiet.
And I'm sure people will be wanting that. So, you know, that's probably our Metal Gear for this year, honestly.
He should be banned off the internet for that shit. If not that shit, then surely something else. For God's sake. Yes, I appreciate the Patrick thumbs downs. Yes, we need more Patricks. Boo. Boo this man. Boo.
Yeah, it also has Peace Walker, which I don't know if I would play that again. But we'll see.
Oh, man. Sir? Hello?
Yeah, I'm sure that there's a way to play Metal Gear Solid 1 on PC that's good, right? I'm sure there's a valuable way. Because that's the problem. I don't want to play the emulated PS1 version. Flex for me.
No, absolutely not. Under no circumstances could I ever flex for you, you cretin. How dare you?
You can see that he really thought that was funny. Fucking boo this man. My middle name is Patrick. It absolutely counts. If you're not a channel member and you don't have the thumbs down Patricks, that's okay. Just boo this fucking man. You don't have to be a channel member to fucking boo this man. Sorry as shit. There you go. We got some thumbs downs. Boo. Absolute fucking trash. No personality to fucking speak of. Like, I don't know if I'm like more like it's so cringe. I'm like,
You can't see, I'm wearing a very loose sweatshirt today. Nice comfy one. It's a cooler day today, so I said I'll wear something heavier, comfier.
oh God, we get a redo of the weather report. All
So,
right. Great.
It's actually
great job.
saying, it's partly cloudy till around 4. Yeah, it's not that bad. This is going to be like on and off. It's cloudy right now. Tomorrow? No, not saying rain tomorrow. Oh, never mind. It looks like it's going to be cool and raining all week long, so I can wear whatever I want this week. Sweet. Sweet.
The $30 is upsetting him into stalling. Oh, that's true. I always forget about that. And people always have to remind me that he does like to see a certain amount of money before he starts the game. Because the games don't always do too well. think he's milked fucking Hollow Knight about as much as he can. What? We're waiting on you, man, which is really unfortunate.
You got Mass Effect Legendary Edition. And Mass Effect 1 assignments are very tricky. Mass Effect. Thank you guys for the early support today. I appreciate it.
Oh, $49. Excuse the fuck out of me.
We're
49.
gonna get one final burst of support right now before we start.
Oh, man, begging already. Begging before he even fucking starts up the game.
It'd be great. Thank you. If you're watching
Go take your union-mandated break and play a video game. Maybe you'll get some money.
on YouTube, remember, you can do a super chat, become a
The thumbnail is awesome.
member,
Thank
get
you.
some memberships. If you're watching on Kick, you can send some Kick.
Approximately never. But thank God you do, because this is usually when you're at your most unhinged. And I appreciate that.
Notable to talk about. So if any game
Because for the most part, I don't watch your shit-ass gameplay.
news, big topics pop up or whatever, we'll probably do one. Maybe directly. So everyone, I would like to say thank you for a great return show. We had many topics to discuss, many things to cover, and we did. And I had a great time, and I hope that you did too. Thank you all for watching the Level 1 podcast. The show will return likely Wednesday. And at that time, we will get all caught up. We'll talk about Slay the Spire 2.
Oh boy, I know you guys can hardly wait.
Anything else that happened during the week, it should be a great time. Everyone, thank you so very, very much. I appreciate you. See you soon on the next episode of the Level 1 podcast. Okay. So,
All right, well, Bitch Boy is going to go take his break there. So that's going to do it for me. I appreciate everybody hanging out. He wasn't as salty and copey as I was maybe hoping that he was going to be, about the marathon. But clearly it has shook him, because now for the first time in a long time, we're talking about not doing monthly marathons. So we got a little bit of salt and a little bit of cope, but damn, just not quite what I was hoping for. But anyway, I appreciate everybody. I invite you to subscribe to the channel if you would like to do that. But as always, you don't have to if you don't want to, because I'm not your mom. I can't tell you what to do. Big ups. We will get together again soon and shit on Phil. And as always, stay toxic, my friends.